Back in the old days when a man was a man.
Yeah, but they do that. They make up names. Come on. Jesus Christ. Buffalo, Bob, BF Live, Bobby Fran.
Oh, that's your new name, Bobby Fran. You're Buffalo now. Sorry about that. American Cupcake. This is how it happens. You're Buffalo now, Bobby Fran. Sorry about that. Everyone, Bobby Fran is now Buffalo. Here we go.
Back in the old days when a man was a man.
People always get on my head. They're like, bro, why do you drive a manual? Why do you drive a manual? Like, bro, it's not a manual. It's Emmanuel.
It's National Bring Your Own Cup Day at 7-Eleven. Let's see if they'll let me fill this up. We have to go blue raspberry. Bring your own cup day, right?
Yeah, but this has to fit inside.
The cup has to fit inside the hole. I'll be back, Jonathan. I'm back. Let's go inside. Jonathan, I'm back. This is legal, right? Some blue raspberries. It is so much slushy.
Started working out at Jehovah's Fitness. They kept bothering me, so now I just do CrossFit. People think I like to walk everywhere, but that's not true. I drive a Chrysler. Went to a wine tasting. I got cut off. I got too drunk. They said, we're only going to serve you water now. I was like, oh no. Gonna fix that real quick.
I love meat sticks. Who's with me? Who loves them? Who loves a good meat stick? Chewing on it, sucking on it.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead. Bruh.
Yo, Rappin' Randy, I'm taking over. I'm kinda handy. Yeah, I got you under my skin. When I come over, I'll turn you around. You gotta be making that special sound.
Man, I will beat the fucking shit out of you and fucking hospitalize you, motherfucker.
Rappin' Randy's in your mind. Rappin' Randy's in your soul. Rappin' Randy takes control.
You know, you could be a little more supportive of the guy.
No way in hell.
How to know if white cock or black cock is right for you. Let's talk about it. It's important to know that both will get the job done, but
depending on your needs and what you need to fill, one is definitely better than the other. In my case, I will be choosing the black cock for the front. If you are working with a large gap or hole, you will see that this is going to work beautifully. Now for the back door, my preference is a white cock. As you can see here, the slit that I need to fill is much smaller. This is going to be perfect.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it!
feel that? Do you feel that? Come on, everybody, get in here. What is good in the Stream Show hood? How is everybody doing? It's 12 o'clock East right here on the East Coast. How's everybody doing?
We're doing it.
We are doing it. Let's get the work whistle going for my people that's going to lunch right now. It's midday. Shout out to my West Coast friends. It's early morning out there. It's 9 o'clock on the Pacific. How is everybody doing? BF Live, Stream Show 76. I'm here, y'all. That's all I can say is I'm here. We had a hell of a replayables last night. We went a little longer than normal, about 2.5 hours, and I was feeling no pain. And let me just give you a little behind the scenes. When I kind of do those shows, I kind of get off the air right away and kind of pass out and kind of have to scramble the best I can. To say the least, these Thursday shows are challenging, trying to turn around a show the next day after drinking, smoking, laughing, and joking with my friends, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I got friends backstage. I got all kind of comments piling up because we're going to do the chat family check-in. You knuckleheads kept me going. We say 3-ish, but we were all in the ish yesterday. We went 4-ish. We almost went 5-ish. I think we didn't sign off until like 4:34. You wonderful people. Man, the comments are piling up. You guys are fired up. You're ready. I hope I see a lot of colors and decimal points in them comments too, but I don't care either way. It's chat family, and I'm going to read them. We're going to have fun with it, and we might have to turn that into like a regular thing where we're going to do like maybe a rapid chat education where you guys cut and paste. We'll do education cut and paste. You guys cut and paste facts like Terry Nee and Dave Daffler, and maybe we'll do it as a segment, and I'll rapid fire read them, and we'll learn a bunch of unnecessary shit in a rapid fashion real quick. Once again, with hopefully a lot of decimal points in it. So I see there's 44 comments. Before I even started the show, there were 20 or more. So we got like 60-some comments to get through. So let me bring him in back from backstage because I know he loves this part of the show and he loves hanging out in general. It's the bro, let's bring him in. It's Scott Fitzpatrick. Come on, the prop master. Fire. Prop master Scott Fitzpatrick. How are you doing today, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I don't have a clip. Wish I could have got a clip, but yesterday I was on the Alpha Joey Seasoning.
Yeah.
And he wanted a big play up, but they made a big play up for him to come in, and then there was technical difficulty, and then when he finally come on, he had his hat on backwards, glasses on, and he was he was imitating me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Great.
So he was doing like technical difficulty, Scott Fitzpatrick?
Yeah, it was pretty great. It was pretty fun. I had a good time over there.
All right, that's good, man. The Alpha Shot Lounge, they're always doing stuff over there. Lots of our friends are always doing fun shit all over here. Man, Scott, like I said, I already had 20 or more comments, and I'm seeing the number 53 on comments already, bro. So I think we are set. We are set for some kind of chat family check-in. The chat is fired up, and they are ready on a freaking Thursday. But that's why we're here. That's what we get together for. This is chat family. Come on. I'm seeing little colors and some decimal points. I see a little bit, but we're going to get to them. Either way, I'm ready to go. Got me. I'm ready to go. So let's go. Hey, and our friend Dave Sarra might be joining us in the next hour of the show, in the second hour of the show, after 1 o'clock. We tried to catch up with him. He's the guy that videotaped the now famous Stuttering John, the Tonight Show reunion party. So I was going to have him on. He's been on Replayables in the past, so I knew him from there, and I tried to get him on when it was going down. But we'll have him in and see what kind of reaction and backlash maybe he's got from John since then. But before that, let's do what we normally do. Let's get into it because there is a slew of chats in here. They're ready. The chat family's ready. I'm ready. Scott's ready. You ready, bro?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's
Talk
do it.
amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right. It's Thursday. We're doing it. Let's start off the show. Let me start off, Scott, by acknowledging my friend and the host of Replayables, Chris Abels. Today is the actual day of your birthday, brother. We celebrated it last night on Replayables. The wheel came for him hard. The chatters came for him hard. We had a lot of fun. I think we did over 2.5 hour show. We ended up, Chris ended up drunk calling Shawnee's mother, Scott, if you didn't see that.
Oh, no, I didn't see that one. I didn't see that part.
Yes, he ended up drunk calling, well, basically through Scott. He was through Sean. He was like, "Hey, Sean, call your mom. Call Mrs. Schultz, put it on the air." It got like that, bro. It got crazy. It got in the weeds, but we had a hell of a good time, and she seemed to have fun with it, even though he was trying to say that it was BF the whole time. He's like, hi, Mrs. Shawnee, this is BF.
I've seen Shawnee having another shave before the end of the show last night.
Shawnee's a great producer and a great trooper. I love the wheel he made that only had Chris positions on it the first time. But yeah, the only thing I worry about that, Scott, is that those kind of bits run out as soon as you run out of body hair, right?
Yeah.
You can only go to that well so many times. So Shawnee is a trooper. I appreciate him doing that. He ended up with a Hitler mustache. Hopefully he's got it all off by now. Chris was trying to encourage him to go to work with his Hitler mustache today. But that's not going to happen. But let's get into it because they're all here. So let me get to the top. It says, we gonna goddamn MF and do her. Live wings in here. That was early this morning at 9:50. Buckshot Kid says, is this live? No, this is live, and you know it. That's why you're here. And I always like to remind everybody that my Stream Elements, PayPal, preset tip options are set, always pinned at the top. Thank you in advance. I threw my Venmo in there today for those who do Venmo. There's also the free 100 Proof Podcasting Discord link right there. That's absolutely free. You can come over to that community when the shows aren't going on. I understand Live Ween and had a party and some stuff popping off in there. So there's always kind of stuff to do, even when there's not shows going on. You can hang out with this cool community. That's a free link right there, 100 Proof Podcasting. And I want to remind you tonight that coming up on the 100 Proof Podcasting YouTube channel, we'll be killing it with the Ables. Killing with the Ables. They hang out on Thursday nights, and they talk about their favorite true crime stuff. So catch them tonight, probably 9 o'clock East or so. Look for that on 100 Proof Podcasting Discord, and we'll put the links in there, and you'll be able to know right when that's coming on. So you can do that there. Tiffany Washington, my guest yesterday, Scott, checking in. She filled your shoes, bro. She filled your shoes.
Yeah. That's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, Tiffany. She was around. We talked about how she's getting bolder, and she says her words, Uncle Jack popped her podcast cherry. But yeah, she hit me up and she was like, hey, BF, send me the link. And I'm like, I ain't scared. Tiffany's a friend. So we had her in after her technical difficulties, like a lot of us have. We had a great time hanging out with Tiffany, and that's made the show even longer and even funner. Funner. That's a word. Here you go. Funner. Gotta get my words right. Hey, BF and the chat family from Tiffany Washington. There you go. Howdy, Tiffany from Live Ween. Did you sleep? Buckshot is saying hello, Live Ween. Also, hello to Tiffany Washington. Hey, Ween. Hey, 4-hour nap. 4-hour power nap. Sometimes they're better. Sometimes that's all you need. Hey, Buck from Tiffany Washington. Here's another friend we always hang out with. Space Nerd. Nerd. I like that. He just says, nerd. Good morning. I like that. Hey, Space Nerd, how you doing? Great hanging out with you. I love all the energy that we're all getting and bringing to each other through all these shows, and we're doing it here again today.
We're doing it.
Yes, we are. Tiff, Ween, and Buck from Space Nerd. Hey, Space Nerd from Tiffany. Greetings, Buckshot Kid from Live Ween. Howdy, Space Nerd. Fantastic work last night. I love that you jumped on a panel. Cool.
Yeah, I've been seeing Ween over at Uncle Jack's a lot here lately.
Is that right? Everybody's getting around. I also seen what's that, Kahuna Nui. I seen him doing a show.
Yeah.
Everybody's popping up on shit. Thank you, Space Nerd says. Was a little nervous, but I love y'all, so it was okay. I wish you would have played more next time. Did you say you have a channel or something? That's okay. You can do other people's shows first without mine. That's all right. I don't mind at all. Let's see. Dave Daffler. Good morning, Space Nerd, from our friend Dave Daffler. Live Ween says, I do not have any guitar vids or the interwebs at Space Nerd, but I would be around the shack for sure. Hey, Dave Daffler from Live Ween. Dave says, may we have a belly button lint conversation today? I've been collecting for years. Yeah, you got like a big ball of big matted ball. I bet you do. Hi, Live Ween from Dave Daffler. Hey, Dave from Tiffany Washington. 15 minutes until late and gay. Late and Adam, I mean gay. Oh, same thing. Poor Adam. All he ever wanted was a slide. Let's see. Hey, Tiffany Washington from Dave Daffler. Space Nerd says good morning to Dave. Live Ween says, Adam just placed the largest Crisco order in history for BG Foods. My boy Adam, who knows?
You guys are still talking about the slide guy?
Bro, we're still talking about how gay Adam is, and we're still talking about freaking avocados, if you believe it or not. Yes. All of these things are permeating through all of the BF lives, and I wouldn't have it any other way, I guess, if you're having fun with it. Uh-oh, the new Diablo 4 season launched. Time for hashtag no life of it for several months. Great knowing y'all. Bye. All right, see ya. Stop by every now and then, Live Ween, when you're falling down that rabbit hole. Let's see. Dave Daffler, thank you for the 10. Thank you for the colors. The colors and the decimal points. I appreciate that. He says, happy birthday, Chris Abels. Amazon definitely makes online ordering easier, but once you scroll past the necessities, the inventory takes the turn for the bizarre. Yeah, like giraffes and tattoo guns and stuff like that. You also find this, because you've ordered that crazy shit. Is that a game? Yes, I think he's talking about Diablo the game. It is indeed the only one I still play. I've been playing guitar for months instead. Liveween says, Nerd, we ended up doing an almost 5 hours last night and nearly 6 because we stayed on after. Rarely have I laughed that hard, says Liveween, and it's Tiffany's fault. That's good. I'm glad everybody's having parties and laughing and having good times. Laugh every day. Liveween, in my opinion, Scott Fitz is already a friendly scapegoat. Uh-oh. I thought you were just Dave's scapegoat. Can't everybody use Scott for a scapegoat? Hello, Dave Daffer from Buckshot. Liveween says, agreed, Dave. The prop master can be blamed effectively for a myriad of things. Damn, Scott. That's what you get for showing up.
Yeah. I got broad shoulders. I can carry some of it.
All right. That's cool. T-9 until late and gay. On time and hetero. Let's see. Hi, Buckshot Kid from Dave Daffler. I wonder how Homie's Day is going. Yes, for anybody that tuned into the Replayables last night, you can see my boy Chris was feeling no pain, but I will give you the report. I texted him happy birthday this morning, and I said, hey, Chris, happy birthday. I hope you're not hurting too bad. He says, I'm okay. He says, I slept real good, and I got some coffee in me. And that man is a trooper, Scott. He recovers faster than me because I was dragging a little bit of ass today, especially having to prepare a show. I'm always to blame, says Tiffany Washington. Liveween says, we broke Chris. Dave Daffler said, who here is into Egyptian agriculture needs? Not yet, Dave Daffler. Not yet. Let's see. Electra, good morning, my little bunnies. Boing. Boing. Boing, 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 boing. There you go. I'm into all things ancient Egypt, says Liveween. Howdy, Electra. Good morning, Electra from Dave Daffler. Good morning, Electra from Tiffany Washington. Good morning, Liveween from Electra. Hi, Dave Daffler. Morning, Tiffany. Was fun watching you on Jack Shack last night. Yeah, like we went like I said, we went to like after 10 or something, 10:30, 10:40 or something. And Jack was saying he was on his way home and he was going to fire up his gear. So it sounds like they had a party into the night last night. There, Scott.
Yeah, he sent me a link to go on the show, but after being on Kai's, I was wanting to make sure I was up for this one. I couldn't.
Thank you.
I couldn't commit.
I appreciate you being here. Yeah, it's fun doing this stuff, but it does kind of take a toll on the sleep schedule a little bit. Like I'm always trying to think of when I get off here, I'm gonna go lay down on this couch over here and try to sneak a nap in, but it doesn't always work out that well. Buckshot Kid says, Dave Daffler, I got an idea for Replayable. Send all 3 of them an electric fly swatter. Rules are every $5 super chat, they touch it. That's not bad. I would do that. Let's see. I'm on a Monster Coffee and 4-hour nap. Whatever keeps you going. Hello, psych. Bones up. 666. I tried to jump into Perry a little bit after the show last night. I was feeling no pain, and I was doing other things and trying to think about a show for today, but Bones Up and 666. I got a couple of the clips they shared on Twitter. We might be able to do a little Perry conversation, a little Perry talk. Thank you, Electra from Tiffany Washington. Hello, Electra. Boing, boing, boing from Buckshot Kid. Pew, pew, pew. Dave Daffler says, Buckshot Kid sounds like an Italian wedding. Liveween, howdy, psych. Tiffany is saying hi to psych, as well as Buckshot Kid. And Dave Daffler, Space Chief 75, he's checking in. So Space Chief hanging out with us last night. Space Chief getting a love from Dave. Hey, a Buckshot. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew. 1, 2, 3. Pew, pew, pew from DJ Electra. Of course. Here we go. I got some. There you go. Hello, Space Nerd from Buckshot. Hi, Dave from Space Chief 75. Liveween, Tiffany, I'm beyond zombified, tired. I managed almost 4 hours of slumber. Worth it. Rain canceled work. Well, that's good. At least you got that time to recover if you don't have to work. Buckshot Kid, hello from Space Chief. Hey, Space Chief from Tiffany Washington. Ha, pew, pew, pew. You got that. Psych says, hey, Buckshot Kid, Liveween, Dave Daffler, Electra, Space Nerd, LOL. Spurs Turf. Hey, Spurs Turf. Welcome to the show, Spurs Turf. Hey, Tiff is getting the laugh from Psych. Buckshot Kid, Tiffany from Space Chief 75. I'm hoping for a quiet day live. Let's see. For Liveween. Liveween's getting the fire from Space Chief. Psych and Space Chief getting the love from Space Nerd. Dave Daffler asks, why does my hair get caught in the round brush? Oh, don't start your shit. Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Why does my hair get caught in a round brush? we'll sure get it stuck. Well, like I said, I think we're going to roll this out as a bit or a segment, Dave Daffler, since all you like doing this. Maybe I'll let everybody know when we're going to do it. And then everybody knows different crazy facts about avocados and hairbrushes and random shit that you might want to share with people. So we're probably going to do it as like a power segment. I'll have everybody throw them out and then I'll rifle through them and we'll learn quickly. Once again, with colors and decimal points, hopefully. Hi, Space Nerd from Space Chief 75. Thank you for your service. Keep us informed, Dave Daffler. Hey, Psych from Electra. What's up, says Mandy P. What's up? Space Nerd, thank you from Dave Daffler. Hi, Mandy from Dave Daffler. Hi, Electra, and hi, Dave from Mandy. Tiffany is shouting out Mandy. Mandy D, what's up? Dave Daffler says the egg and the sperm join together in the uterus. When this happens, this is what they did yesterday. A baby is made. Baby grows in the uterus for 9 months until it's ready to be born. When the baby is ready to be whatever. Yeah, they did cut and paste until their characters run out, Scott. So yeah, you came backstage and we were like, hey, did they make you go late yesterday, BF? And I'm like, yeah, to like an hour and a half late, basically. I said they did it again, Scott. So Dave's out to do it again. Mandy D even. Mandy didn't smoke every day, smoke weed every day. She got everything going. She got the hearts. She got llamas and sheep smoking. Dave, did you just learn that? Hey, come on now. Corn. We got to give him corn love in here.
Corn.
Electra, I just typed in stork and it appeared. Corn getting love. Maddie D hath arrived. Party doth now beginneth, says Live Ween. Leprechauns lay eggs, FYI. Here we go. That's a Morium. Haha, Live Ween. Space Nerd is saying hi to Electra, as well as saying hi to Mandy D. Scott Fitzpatrick says, We're doing it. Hello, Space Nerd. I want to be at the beach. Well, yeah, that's why I kind of showed, if you saw that at the beginning, I said, let me show, even Scott acknowledged that right away. He was like, BF, I like that you had the kind of the beach scene and I could hear the background. I said, yeah, let me play a little more kind of different background here, give you a little vibe, because it is getting to be to like the thick of the summer. And I love me some beach and beach weather. Kind of makes you think pleasant thoughts. So let's see. Space Nerd, Electra, from Electra. Space Nerd is saying shark. In the water. Let's see. Adam's confused about his sexuality and he thinks that he's Reddit Sexual Education Net comments. 2 years ago, he started to think of himself as a bisexual because he is still. Wait a minute. Okay. See what I'm saying? Prop master in the hizzy, arms up for armpit. Check, ladies. Come on, put them armpits up. Yeah, Scott, you got that prop master kind of shout out love in a super chat yesterday on Replayables. Did you know that?
Oh yeah. I seen that. Yeah, I seen that. It was
yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool.
He said, if the prop master in the house is a reason enough to drink. So thanks, Live Ween. And yes, the prop master is in the house. Let's see. Hi, Scott from Tiffany, Washington.
Tiffany.
Scott!
Space Chief is giving the buffalo. What is up? What is good? I got the one that they give for buffalo. I don't know if it sounds like a buffalo. Could be a cow or anything. Horse taking a shit. Right on, Ween from Scott Fitzpatrick, giving Scott Fitzpatrick the love. I'm not going to get all these. Let's see. BF Live, Bobby Scott Fitzpatrick, no filter from Space Nerd. Getting the double hole. What's up? Scott's getting the shout out love from Dave Deff. Even though you're getting blamed for stuff too, they give a little shout out love too.
Scott!
I'm LOL, not today, but I'm alive. There's another one from Electra.
Scott!
Is that Chris at the bar? I'm not sure what that one was. Space Nerd is laughing. 666, Scott from our friend Psych. PCL family bones up.
666.
No filter from Gimme Bezos. Gimme Bezos is in the house. Hey, Gimme from Tiffany. I can read at Micro Machines guy speed, really. I may have to offer my services to 4BF today. He's already got a novel to read. Holy shit. Is Chrysler a fancy car? The automaker was founded in 1925 by Walter Chrysler from the remains of the Maxwell Motor Company. The brand primarily focused on building luxury vehicles. Hi, Tiffany and Nerd and Dave and Electra and Psych and Gimme Bezos from our friend Scott Fitzpatrick, the pop. Hi, Gimme Bezos from Dave Daffler. My 79 LeBaron was fancy as F, says Live Ween. Did you have Corinthian leather? The Corinthian leather. You need to live Corinthian leather. in the Chrysler, the 1979 Chrysler Baron. I'll forgive the Jesus video. Oh, did you like that? Jesus does stand up. Did you see that? He drives a Chrysler. Hi, I thought that was good. I like that. Now he only does CrossFit. Come on. That was some good shit. Jesus does some good stand up. Vince Neil, that's the joke. Yeah. Vince Neil, yeah. That is the joke. Vince Neil, you saw that. That is so funny. Because I saw that video popping up around the same time I went and saw the Motley Crue Stadium tour, and it was so much alike. He really does that shit live. He like only sings half the words or half-assed. And I came back telling Scott and them that. I'm like, he's out there, mouth of steward. I'm like, what the fuck? Let's see. Someone gave that guy $100 last night. Well, I got who was that guy? Good to know, and a 50. I don't know if I can watch Laughing Loudly at work is the most likely frowned upon, and I'm new, so don't make me laugh. Well, geez, I'm glad that you're asking me not to make you laugh. That means that maybe I have accidentally in the past. So just try to keep it down to a light snicker. That's funny that you're new. Like, what's the new person? She's over there laughing in her cubicle all by herself. The fuck is wrong with her? I think she might be woo cuckoo cuckoo. There you go. The roulette seat hit. The toilet seat guy. Fuck it, I'm high. There you go. Oh boy, typing high. Space Nerd, that's quite a cross to bear. She knows, she says. You're gonna laugh, Space Nerd. You're gonna laugh. Don't laugh, Space Nerd. Oh, okay, now I get it. They're trying to make her laugh. Don't laugh, Space Nerd. Hey, bro, I've been thinking about you. What you been up to? Chunk Squad's checking back in. What up, Chunk? Bones up. Chunk. And 666. I said, you must have been busy or something. I ain't seen you in a minute. Thanks for stopping in on BF Live, man. We're still doing our damn thing every day.
We're doing it.
We had a rough replayables last night, but I'm here turning it around quick to do a Thursday show, hanging out with these great people every day. Oh, my God. I'm gonna break my word sure and earning Space Nerd. I got close. Wow. And I like just shouting out just BF Live Buffalo, because that's who I am. Thank you, BF Live, for that. Let's see. Pickle juice. Oh, don't start with the pickle juice again.
Shut the fuck up.
It's good for you, Barry. Yeah, we did pickle juice and Dr. Pepper, Scott. You weren't here for that. I covered that yesterday. The new drink sensation. It's a viral drink, bro, and they say it's mostly a Southern thing.
Oh, they're combining the two?
Oh, yeah. They combine the two. They definitely combine the two. Oh, yeah.
That doesn't sound very good. I'll drink just pickle juice by itself, but I ain't mixing Dr. Pepper with it.
Let me see. Did I put one of them in my perm? Because I already kind of cleaned out my box from yesterday. That's what she said. Let's see. I had pickle juice somewhere. Yeah, and I also found I found another birthday for our celebrity death report, or death day, I should say. Let me see. Where's that pickle story? I could probably just type it up real quick. Let's see. Pickles and Dr. Pepper. Check. Yeah, let me get that real quick. I'm gonna show it to you, Scott, since I can give you some reference. Let's see. Videos. All right. I'll play this one for you. Yes, and because I know, you're not scared of like weird combinations of food or eating stuff. So check this out. This was actually, let me do a better screen. Let me do a better screen share. Better screen. Here we go. Pickles and Dr. Pepper as a soft drink, y'all. This is just for Scott to get. Look, pickles and look at this.
Yeah. Yo, this is crazy. This is so good. I don't know, the Dr. Pepper pickle drink.
And then look, he doubles down and puts some jalapeno in it, Scott. Some pepper.
There's no way that's good.
A lot of kids. Woo, spicy. I'll let you on 5%.
Look at that. It was like a cup full of pickles, and then he just put everything around it, the ice and the soda. That's crazy. So yeah, what do you think, Scott? You trying it? Would you do it on a dare?
No, I do it on a dare, but there's no way that's pleasant. There's no way that's
Bro,
good.
I played like 4 or 5 videos of people one after another going through a drive-thru and drinking it because I wanted to know that it wasn't just one crazy mofo. So yeah, there's pickle juice. That's the new sensation. High Chunk Squad from Dave Daffler. Chunk says, bones up and shouts out to all you dudes and dudettes. You all rock. Thanks for all the laughs. Thank you, Chunk. Bones up, Daffy Dave. Oh, thank you, Stream Elements Bot, for letting me know that Dave Daffler just tipped me $11. Thank you, brother. He used the preset PayPal options. If you'd like to go through, they got little quick boxes you can check. Really easy right there. What up, Scotty Fitz from Chunk? He's giving you the love there, Scott.
Chunk.
We got Nerd. We got Chunk. Speaking of Nerd, thank you for the $5. Thank you for making my mornings better. Man, you touch my heart. Thank you. This is what I get up to do. And the fact that you say it's making a difference in your life, that's all I need to know. Thank you for the $5 and the great words. Hi, Scott, from our friend Mandy. Mandy D.
Mandy. I don't think you're going to get to the end of this chat today.
Oh, boy. Well, if you have anything to do with it, I know we won't. We got plenty more friends checking in. Hey, I'll play along. You guys know I ain't scared. Shout out to my brothers from Kai. Hey, Kai. Hi. Matter of fact, I got up bleary-eyed, and first thing I do is I grab my phone. I don't know how many. I imagine a lot of us do the same thing. First thing I do is grab my phone, and I think one of the first shows, I think I caught the end of Kahuna Nui, Big Kahuna, on your show at the end of the day today. So shout out in the mornings with Kai. How you doing? Hell yeah, Scott from Live Ween. Hi, Kai from Dave Daffler. Gimme Beso says, I was trying to think of a fruit pun with a hard shell, edible insides with seeds, but I cantaloupe think of anything. I cantaloupe think anything. Hi-oh. All right. Time to wake and bake. What we say, Electra, when you were kind of lit up a couple weeks ago on Catch 22, right? And you were saying stuff like this.
My leg is up in the air.
We said, don't hang over, hang on. And you got up the next day, and I think we just kept drinking and smoking and having fun. So it's time to wake and bake. And truth be told, I went out and took a little one just to get me right for the show. What's up, Electra? Hello, BF and Scott from Buckshot Kid checking in. Late and gay, early and gay, or just gay. There you go. He got the shot off. Scott got the shot off on you. Electra, you've got some catching up to do. Hi, Dave Daffer from Kai. Dave is laughing, so that's good. Hello, Stream Elements from Buckshot. There are my link tree running. Hello, Chunk. Hi, Kai. Mandy D is shouting out corn, laughing, all kind of emojis in there. Sharks, avocados, crazy emojis. There you go. Hey, Mandy D from Buckshot. Hello, Gimme Besos. Please hit the like and thumbs up while you're here, everybody. It lets YouTube know that you like me. Hello, Buckshot from Mandy D. Hello, Kai Branicasio. Dramamine is celebrating 75 years with the last barf bag campaign, which aims to give barf bags new life. That's a little dig on me because I said I need, we talked about roller coasters a little bit, and I need some Dramamine for the motion sickness. Hi, Larry, it says, Space Nerd. And then Shawnee shaved his face off. Poor Shawnee. I know, you're not wrong about that, Space Nerd. Buck is getting the applause from Gimme Besos. Happy birthday to Chris Abels from our friend DJ Electra Fry. Chris Intercourse and Abels, hot dog man, come on. Kai Branicasio is saying, hi Buckshot Kid. And my bro, thank you for your generosity and your great chat. It says, haven't been here in a week. Missed you, ladies and gents. On a serious note, thanks for helping me get through things in my life through laughing and fun. Not only you, Bobby, but the whole chat cracks me up too, man. These are the best chats ever. That just lets me know I'm on the right path. That is awesome to know that I can make a positive difference in your life. That's what I want to do. That's what I want us all to do for each other, Chunk. So this guy gets it. Thank you for the 20. I appreciate and love you guys. Thank you, man. I'm confident Mr. Abels will take up surgery for Shawnee. Yeah, for super chats. You think I'll do that? Okay, everybody. Scott, for $100 super chat, I'll do drunk surgery on Shawnee. You never know what Chris is going to come up with next. He would definitely do that. Chunk Squad is on point. Thank you, Electra. Hi, Electra from Kai Branicasio. It's National Chris Abels Day. Happy birthday from RLBQ Rev. RBLQ. I always get those mixed up. Rev Bob Levy Quotes. Hi, Rev Bob Levy Quotes from Dave Daffler. There's my tip thing. RBLQ. RBLQ, what is up, buddy? Chunk says, and sorry I missed your birthday, Chris Abels. I'll make it up to you. Happy belated. Well, yesterday was just the show for the birthday, Chunk, so you actually didn't miss it. Today is the actual day of our boy's birthday, so you could shout him out. Shout out Chris Abels. Happy birthday. He might be in the chat today. Hey, Dave Daffler from Bob Levy Quotes. Wee says Live Ween. Yo, Electra from the boy Chunk. Hello, Red Bob Levy Quotes. Psych doing well. How are you? Hey, everyone from Bybee.
Bybee, he's a troll.
Was that a troll? Should I ban him?
Fuck Bybee, he's a troll.
Yeah. He's got it's a wrench with a troll with a wrench though. I got sorry, Bobby. I might have to take. He said you're a troll, bro. I might have to listen to him. Hey, Buckshot Kid from Red Bot Levy Quotes. Bybee is getting the love from Electra. And Chunk is saying, what psych, what is up? And I'm sure there's a 666 and a bones up meant to be in there. I was on Jack Shack last night. Fun stuff. Yeah, I know. At work, unfortunately, LOL, but I'm good. Well, hopefully you can keep one in your ear. I know it's kind of hard to be distracted and all, but maybe keep one in your ear and keep working this ear, whatever works for you. Let's see. Hi, Bybee from Dave Daffler. Me too, psych. Let's see. The Stream Elements is Ron and everybody to subscribe to my friend Stormy's channel. Stormy puts out some good content. She has some ladies shows and some other stuff and puts out little videos and special projects of all the various shows that she's on. So you can check out Stormy right there at YouTube. You just go / the @ Stormy, STORMEE. 1, the number 1. Hi, Bybee. Hello, Bybee from Buckshot Kid. Hello, Electra from Bybee. You were great on there, Space Nerd. I wish I would have saw it, but I was probably like, as soon as I got off, I passed out. I went for the nearest couch as soon as I was done with Replayables last night, Scott. Nearest couch.
After Replayables, I turned on Perry and I fell asleep.
Yeah, right. So that's what I did. So I try to play it off. I try to like get up, walk. I'm like, you know what? I did it. I'm okay. And I get up and start walking around, and then all of a sudden it starts hitting me, Scott. And then you get tired. It just like all of it kind of catches up to me all at once. Hits my ass. Bybee is saying, hey to Daffler. Quotes is saying, hey to Bybee. Sucks donut. LOL Space Nerd. Hi Electra from Quotes. Thank you Electra from Space Nerd. Hey Buckshot Kid from Bybee. Tiffany Washington is getting the love from Quotes. Good morning, Quotes from Electra. Good morning, Quotes from Tiffany. Hey, Quotes from Bybee. Nobody likes overweight. Wait a minute. Bobby, I noticed the investment in all of the studio equipment. Please don't neglect your other needs. All work and no play is not good. Well, I appreciate that. Oh. You're right. Nobody likes overweight. I have to keep it. Well, that's why. So next week, I've been saying it kind of all week, but next week I am taking like a long weekend. So I won't be doing shows Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I know I'm going to be thinking, I'm going to be missing you guys, and I'm going to be itching to get back here so bad. So next Thursday will actually be the first show of my week next week. So it'll be a brief week, but we're going to make it a good one. We're going to have a banger for those 2 days. Let's see. Bybee says, hi, Tiffany Washington. Psych, hi, Bybee. My show last night in the washroom was horrible. Okay, says Red Bot Levy Quotes. Hey, Psych from Bybee. Electra, Tiffany, good morning. Good ladies from Red Bot Levy Quotes. And then my friend Chunk is coming in again with another 10. Oh. Sorry for not thanking each of you in the chat, but my dyslexia and ad won't let me type everyone's name. Thank you all. That's great, man. That's great, brother. That I know I get a lot of energy, like I said, because I'm dragging a little ass today, but just knowing that you guys are going to be here waiting for me and giving me this feedback, that's kind of all I needed. That little extra energy I needed. Thank you, Chunk, and shout out to all the chat that helps each other out, man, and supports each other. Thank you for the 10, Chunk. Bybee, hey buddy, Chunk Squad. You get a pass, sir, from our friend Dave Daffler. So that's official. Dang Lizard's checking in. Thanks for checking in on the regular. Hi, Dave Daffler. This is a company that Dave Daffler is a company that brews beer out of the belly button flora. Oh shit! Ew. The belly button lint and the flora. No way. Chunk Squad. Yeah. Is that a yeah? Let's do that.
Yeah.
Electra's giving you love back, and she's letting you know that she realizes that we got your back. Hey, Dang Lizard from Dave Daffler. Hello, Dang from Buckshot. Chunk is getting the love and the bones up from Psych. Dang Lizard, I don't want that beat. Dennis Rader's checking in again. What's up, Dennis Rader? You've been a minute, man. We've been here. Hello, folks. Be totally kind. BTK. That's right. He's changed it up now. He's got a new attitude. It's be totally kind now. Beer. Oh my God, I can't type. It says beer. Let's see. Yeah, what'd you put in there? Beer. Let's see. Everybody's checking in. Dave Daffler saying hi, Dennis Raiders. Psych is saying hi, Dennis. And it's the bro you know, comedian Tay Boogie's checking in. What's good, Tay, man? Thanks for all. It's great to see all my friends in here. I see 39, 40 of you have already checked in on BF Live. Please do that, like, share, and subscribe while you're here. It lets YouTube know that it's worth keeping around. Comedian Tay Boogie from Dave. What is up, Scott? You knew you were going to get the love. Boogie. There you go, from our boy. Comedian Tay Boogie's getting the hey from Quotes. Why did Sean do that? Whatever he did, Sean, what's tearing knee, but it was a loose day of broadcasting yesterday, bro. You know that. Well, yeah, why did Sean do that? I want to say your $50 might have motivated Sean to do that. Just you saw that, huh, Scott?
Yeah, I seen it was tearing knees 50. And then
Yeah,
he was disappointed. He wanted more and more and more.
But then I was glad to see, Terry, that he finally took off enough hair by the end of the show where he finally did say he was satisfied, Scott. So thank you, Terry Nee, for that generosity. I don't know how grateful Shawnee is for that. And like I told Scott, I don't know how long, we can't really keep that bit going too long because your body hair won't grow in fast enough. So let's see. Thank you for that. Hello, comedian Tay Boogie from Buckshot. Terry Nee in the house. Death Row, what you know? Look at Death Row coming in and getting shots there, Scott.
Yeah, I seen where I don't know if it's him or someone else said ask what my camera resolution was on before or whatever, and I went and looked and seen that they was right, so I've changed it. I don't know if it looks any better, but I've changed it.
Yeah, let's see, because the higher resolution, you're using that backdrop. It could be challenging your processor.
Right.
There. But yeah, let's see. Are you still using the internet? You're right, Death Row.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, I can hear it. You are absolutely right. What's up, Death Row? It's been a minute. I'm glad all of my friends are checking in today. Some older people that haven't been around in a minute. All the normal people. This is awesome. Happy Thursday. Hey, Tay Boogie from Tiffany, Washington. What up, gang? See, once again, FBI inspectors checking in. They're all coming back. No breaking the laws, anyone. No breaking the laws, FBI inspectors here. Shh. CIA can't be too far behind. I know it. Psych, Yo, Tay Boogie. I'm Bones Up. Hello, Death Row from Dave Daffler. Hi, Terry from Tiffany. Dangler just saying howdy to Buckshot. I'm an ancient Egypt, says comedian Tay Boogie. Hi, FBI inspector. Don't try to kiss up to FBI inspector now, Dave. It's too late for that shit. Hi, everyone from Dang. He just gets everybody at once. Dirt McGirt's checking in. What up, Dirt McGirt? Let's get dirty, y'all. Let's get dirty. Everybody's checking in today. Yeah, what's good? Bones Up, Dirt McGirt says, but 666. I fell asleep with Fritos watching Uncle Jack with Frito. I don't know if that's food or the name of one of your pets. I don't know. Hi, Dirt McGirt from Dave Daffler. Hey, Dang from Psych. And Bones Up to Dirt from Psych. And Space Nerd says, I go to bed before the East Coasters. I needs my sleep. There you go. Chunk is saying Bones Up to everybody, 666. And Men Holding Hands coming in here hot. Okay, Dave from Dave Daffler. Hey, Buckshot Kid from Bybee. Avocado got it? No. Avocado go. No, I get it. What's up, Chunk Squad? Rev is saying, keep BF going until 6. No, you bastard. I have other things I could get to. Scott Fitzpatrick, no filter here. Here's the info you requested. A no wiper is one in which you wipe once just to check and have the glorious excitement of finding no poo on the paper. That's a more you know there, Scott. I like that one.
I was just found myself talking about a no wiper that Juggalo Jen did on your 24-hour stream, if you remember.
You were the keen-eyed guy, I think, that you were like, did she just get up off a toilet? I think, and then I even had to go back on my own broadcast live, and I went back and essentially sniped my own show. I just delayed it and went back, and sure enough, you were right. Like, she was kind of playing it on the down low, and then she all of a sudden got up off of a seat, and I think that she was just sitting on a toilet. And so she got back on, and she was kind of half embarrassed, but half not. But she did admit that you were right, and she was on a toilet. Yeah. So caught her with the no wipe. No wiper check. Wiper, no wiping. Wiper, no wiping. At Space Nerd, check out Frank Zappa's Let Me Take You to the Beach Later When You're Bored. Dangler says avocado sales are co-financing the Mexican drug cartels. Well, Dang Lizard, maybe you speak some sense in these people, because I got Hack Ride, Dave Daffler, Terry Nee. All of these people are pro avocado. So you're telling me they're pro Mexican drug cartel. So thanks for letting them know that. Keeping shit straight, man. I'm not supporting those Mexican cartel regimes with avocado. We'll do live ween. He looks awful. I'm not sure. Hope you're not talking about me. Chunk Squad is laughing. Hey, Space Nerd from Donkey Kongington. Space Nerd said, y'all make me laugh. Well, don't do it too loud. I want to don't get you fired. That's what we're supposed to do. So I'm glad it's working. Fired. Space Nerd got fired, says Mandy D. Fired, Space Nerd. You make me laugh and fired. Hi, Donkey from Tiffany. Donkey Kongington saying, hey, from Space Nerd. Durfler. What's up, Durfler? Hey, Donkey from Psych. Chunk is saying Donkey Kongington in the house. Bones Up. 666. They're about to go to Ohio and make the movie. It's about to get epic, and I'm sure we're going to get some shows while they're off not shooting and stuff like that. I can't wait to see the stuff that comes out of the making of this movie. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. Donkey Kongington, hey, Dave Daffler, hey, Mandy D, and hey, Chunk, cheers. Bones Up, I'll throw that in. Having my Wheaties What a lovely, you're eating your Wheaties. That's what I'm talking about, Scott. Look how she spelled it.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
I got that might be a thing where they got like ground up some hemp ass or some THC cereal. That's some shit I could get down with, Scott. Some Wheaties.
Yeah.
They talk all that can of butter and all that shit, but you give me some extra real Wheaties, I might get down with that shit.
Yeah, I'll give that a try. Every
I can
morning.
picture it now, like just like pressed flakes of weed. You just eat them crunchy, dry flakes of. I'm not against that. Drunker Kungen says Space Nerd, trying not to make herself laugh. Apparently, good luck with that. She's there making us laugh. Drunker Kungen. My LeBaron had light green Corinthian leather, vinyl interior. It smelled rich of monogahide. Yes, it smelled like rich of maharg. Mahargahide, monogahide, or mahargahide. Yes, you must get the Chrysler LeBaron with the Chris Corinthian leather. Missed all you folks. We missed you too, Chunk. I was like, I've been in the Perry chats and I haven't seen you in my chat and all, but I know people get busy with life and they got distractions and real shit happens. So I appreciate you letting us know and I appreciate being back here and hope we can keep you boosted up, man. Thanks for letting us know you're back. Tiffany, hey, from Psych, is Scott's camera set up with 480p?
That's where it was when I went and checked.
So what do you got it on now? 720, 1080? What are you rocking?
The high definition.
Wow. Now, see, that is I think that might be a challenge on your computer, you know.
Okay,
I run 720. I just run 720 just so I don't like over challenge anything.
Okay, 720 is where I'm at. 720 is where I'm at.
There you go. You got two turntables on a microphone?
I'll put it back on 480.
Whatever works for you, brother. I'll say dirt. You're just saying dirt. Hey, Live Wing from Donkey Kongington. Cure the hangover. You don't hang over, you just hang on. That's what we call it. What happened to the memberships? I swear I'd purchased memberships here. No, Chunk. Unfortunately, I'm not quite sure what's going on with YouTube. It's hard to communicate with them but through text on Twitter messages. All they do is point me to the terms and conditions when I ask why I can't sell memberships yet. I'm not sure if I'm doing anything wrong or just a switch didn't get flipped yet, but you haven't bought them here because I really haven't had them yet, but I love to get them and I need to. Maybe on my 3 days off when I'm not so busy producing a show every day and doing one, maybe I can sit down when I have some idle time and go, hello, YouTube. Whose dick do I have to suck to sell the memberships on my page? But thank you for your generous super chats and your interest, brother. I appreciate it. You have hangover, Bobby. Drink it and cure it. You know the cure. That's the cure my brother-in-law taught me, Scott. He says, don't hang over. Hang on when you wake up with a buzz, right?
Hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog, as they say. Yeah, but I just like that. It's just so clear when you say, right, because hair of the dog can, means a lot of things. And I learned what it meant. But when he just said simply one day, hey, man, I'm like, I'm feeling rough. He's like, hey, you don't hang over. You just hang on. Just keep on drinking and act like it's the same day or it's the same buzz. CBF, Bobby, I had to stifle my laugh. Well, there's worse thing. You could be over there kind of just talking to yourself in the corner and they go, what's with that new girl? She's like, uh-oh. She's saying hard pass. That's disgusting. Not sure what we were talking about. That's disgusting. Let's see. Stifle it, eat it. Stifle, eat it. Wheaties. Uh-oh, that's disgusting. Hard pass. I mean, we're talking about the Wheaties. We're talking about Wheaties? No, thanks. Oh, we're still catching up to the pickles and the Dr. Pepper comments. I think that's what we're getting at.
Yeah, you got a long way to go, man.
Okay, you people did it. So don't when you say that I don't want anybody complaining about this is a show where it's all chats. All the guy reads his chats because this is what we do here. Apparently you guys like it because I see that 43 people have checked in at some point, Scott. So we must be having fun and doing something right. So let's just keep on going. Oh my God, what the fuck? I love both pickles and Dr. Pepper, but together, wow. Yeah, I covered that yesterday, and there was all kind of crazy fools drinking that shit, Chunk. Now, I don't like Dr. Pepper or pickles, so I sure as hell ain't mixing the two. Pickle juice. Pickle juice or pickle juice. Spacey75 says, Scott said exactly verbatim what I said when I saw it yesterday. Oh, about the pickle juice. About the Dr. Pepper pickle?
Right.
I like to say I'm going to have to try that today. No pickles and Dr. Pepper for Tiffany. I might try it tonight at work and give you a review. Yeah, you should do it. Maybe if you don't mind, like video yourself doing it, even if, or just video your audio of you drinking it if you don't want to show yourself. But that would be cool just to get like kind of an actual reaction from somebody that we know. That would be cool, Mandy D. BF5 Live. What the getting the love from Space Nerd. Thank you, Space Nerd. All of these people like it, and I'm a pickle fan, so I will get it today and let you all know how it is. Yeah, this is supposed to be the the latest trend, Electra. So once again, maybe it's something you could do on your show, and you wouldn't mind you talking about it here if you wanted to. In the meantime, whatever you want to do. Hey, Scott, and Gay BF. Wait a minute, what is that? Hey, Scott, and I think it was supposed to say Hey BF. I'm hoping not Gay BF, but it looks like Gay
Donkey.
Hello, Frisco.
Either way, hello, Donkey. How you doing? LOL. He laughed at himself for the typo. LOL, gay. Psych says, I definitely do, Mandy. Everybody's curious about it now. The pickles and Dr. Pepper combo. Hey, Donkey Kongington from Dave Daffler. Hey, Electra from Donkey Kongington. There's the thank you for all the super chats and the love. I'll let the computer do that. Donkey Kongington, hi. Dave says, first thing I do is go to the bathroom, then I get out of bed. Woke up, got out of bed. Oh, the first day you, I get it. You got that a little backwards there, Dave. I don't know. I say it depends. Might be a good idea, might be not. It depends. LOL Dave from Psych. Oh, that's live ween. Chunk is laughing at Dave Daffer said, how do you get an elephant in the fridge? How do you get an elephant in the fridge? Let's see. I see you backstage, buddy. I'll let you get settled away. I'll try to get through this chat a little bit while you get settled. How do you get an elephant in the fridge? Dave the Dramamine for your Mamamine. Save the Dramamine for your Mamamine. How dang lizard? Come on, Lecturer wants to know. And Abel's puked hard. Yes, he did, Psych. Scott, did you see that? Because I know you're a puke fan.
Yes.
He
yes,
did.
I was in the chat cheering it on, man.
I bet you. And you know what gets him? He was already at the border. He was already kind of keeping it under control. But if he gets a belly laugh, somebody got him on a gut laugh, bro. And once he started doing that gut laugh, he couldn't stop it. And the puke just started rolling last night.
Yeah. Made him foam up.
You got your money's worth. What should we get Chris for his birthday? I'm going to say recovery medicine. Love and cigarettes from Manny D. Open the door, put the elephant in, and close the door. I thought he was going to start singing "Everybody Walk the Dinosaur" or something like that. Open the door, get on the floor. That's how you put it in. Yeah. When he said open the door. Let's see. I'm going here. I'm checking something on my phone. Where's he at? There he is. There it is. I got you backstage. Hey, Psych. Getting the love. Dang Lizard. I was hoping for more haha. Live ween. I don't want to raise property taxes. How do you get a lion in the fridge, Dang Lizard says? Put an elephant in there, Dang Lizard. Let's see. I think I'm going to have to cut these off because I do have a guest backstage and I'm never going to get through all of them. So let me put a star on that one. And we'll change gears a little bit because I don't want to keep my guests waiting too much longer. So those of you who know about the whole kind of Stuttering John thing happened and went down and all, he was supposed to have that Tonight Show party. I played the full video of one. I think last Monday it was. I woke up and Dave Sarra, my comedian friend, had a video out there that he kind of took himself. And I was trying to get together and have him on the show, but we couldn't get together then. So I decided we would try to have him back and maybe discuss some of the reaction he got and talk about what went into making some of this video and all. So let's bring him in now. Let's say hello to let me take this chat down and say hello to our friend out on the West Coast, comedian Dave Sarra's checking in. What's up, Dave? Come on in, man. Oh my God, Dave, I don't know if you know this. This probably isn't a setting or nothing, bro, but you got some kind of Mickey Mouse thing going on with your sound right now. Go ahead and say something. Oh my God, when you watch back, do Donald Duck. Say anything like Donald Duck. Say quack, quack, quack. Maybe you gotta. Wow. Holy shit, Scott. You can't write that shit. Let him sign out and sign back in.
I've not heard that before.
Wow, we've had some funny effects. I thought he was pulling something on us at first, Scott, but then I'm like, nah, it must just be a good old connection issue. All right, I don't see him backstage yet. Let me get a couple of these chats read through. Dang Lizard, we're waiting. Open the door and get the elephant out and put the lion in and close the door. See? It's not really rocket science, people. It's not really rocket science. Let's see. The lecturer is laughing at stuff we were talking about. This is a whole one about we're gonna wait for that to do that whole bit. Let's see. How do you find Aaron Eimholtz's wife, Electra? Ooh, now we're getting funky. Now we're getting personal. How do you find Chunk Squad was so sweet from Electra? What number anniversary? Our 30th is in July. Ooh, 33, Terry Nee. I don't know, dang lizard. How do you find her? Open the door and get the lion out. I'm seeing a little bit of a pattern here. Live Wayne says, Terry Nee, congrats on losing your hymen. Yikes. Chunk is on fire. I feel the same about the chat and the BF community. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Because in this world, I don't know, there's just not a lot of love and kindness and shit. And I just want to hang out with cool people that want to do cool shit and not just fight all the time. Let's have some fun and laugh, man. Because like I always say, we only get one ride on this planet, and it's a short one. So I want to make the most of it with you people. I love you all, not as friends, but as sensual toys I buy on the internet. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Live Wing.
Nice.
All right. That was funny. Let's see. Birderker. Let's see. Tay Boogie Boo. Ha Chunk. Hit the like Space Nerd says. Thank you. The likes and the sharing and the subscribing, it all helps. And I'm slowly building my channel with this family. They tell two friends, and they tell two friends, and so on, and so on, and so on. That's how it works here. Hello, Terry Nee from Buckshot Kid. Terry Nee's got the laugh going out. Smoking memory loss. It's working where I am. Yeah, I call that my mental weed calendar. I forget things sometimes. Hello, Donkey Kongington. Smurfs the Lurk Burton says Lerv Wern. Hallie Bybee is checking in.
Hey.
What's up, Hallie Bybee?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Bybee's daughter.
Well, that's cool. I almost thought you kind of made up another screen name or something, Chuck. I wasn't sure.
No.
Hallie Bybee. Well, thank you. It sounds like Halle Berry. Well, Hallie Bybee, how you doing? Welcome to BF Live, and thanks for checking in. Will Shawnee pop out of a birthday cake? Let's hope not. BF, I put my $50 to work. Check Discord. Okay, ho. I try to check through. Lurk der hit button. Hurt der lurk button. I made sure when Sean streamed last night on 100 Proof Podcasting, he had his camera on. Yeah, you can check all kind of fun. If you're into like watching people game, he was playing, what's that, Subterranean or something? Some kind of video game he was playing on there. One of the new kids, the games that the kids play. And he'll play like midnight, Scott, and he'll go on there playing games. A lot of our friends will jump in and watch him. LOL, psych. Hello, Hallie Bybee. Attention, normal people, leave now. They shouldn't even been here in the first place. Hey, Buckshot Kid from Donkey Kongington. Hey, Terry from Donkey. Hey, Dirk McGirt from Buckshot. Hey, Yins, what's all Yins doing? That's what everybody. That's a regional term for how all Yins doing. Hey, Yins, how Yins doing? Scott using that 1992 AT&T video phone. Some Max Headroom shit. What's up, Sean Riggle? Everybody say hello to Sean Riggle while he's here. At least Space Nerd uses coasters. Hallie Bybee from Electra. Bravo last night, Terry Nee, for what he did. That super chat. Hello, BFI Inspector from Buckshot Kid. Yins, are you from Pittsburgh, Terry? He's from the general area, though. He's from the general area. Yeah, he is. He's famously told us. Who did he go to school with, Scott?
Brett Michaels.
Hell yeah, he ain't nothing but a good time in high school there, psych. So yes, he is. He's docked himself that he is from the greater Pittsburgh, kind of Pennsylvania area. Hello, Death Row from Buckshot Kid. In 1992, make no mistake, Prop Master's video phone was made. Says, I thought we were going to get into a Perry rap there. Hello, Dennis Rader from Buckshot Kid. Spacer says, I appreciate a bidet. They are fabulous and uses less toilet paper. Oh, that's a more you know. Yeah, but you can't spend like a half hour on it every day. That's a problem, though. Yep, she was on the toilet. Says our friend Electra. Okay. Come on. Where's upside that? Come on, here we go. All right. Buckshot, hello. Nobody likes overweight. Avocado, who, me? Yes, you. Sean says, I actually made up the 1992 AT&T video phone joke, and then I looked it up, and there was a video about a 1992 video phone. See that? Because you lived that shit, brother. It's on YouTube. Hi, Sean Riggle from Dave Daffler. Donkey Kong says, Live Ween, stop recommending Zappa. You're going to ruin people's lives. avocado. Oh, what we got? Buffalo. I don't know what we got there. All kind of stuff. Ivy, thank you, man. Thank you. I'm on a roll. I'm on a love roll. Thank you for the $5. I love seeing the pretty colors and the decimal points in between all the love. It helps out what I'm doing. BF Live, Bobby, good job. Thank you, Space Nerd. You guys are so awesome. Yay, dang. DK, she wants to go to the beach, and that Zappa song will be the impetus to get her there. Oh, we got impetus. Motivation. How long does it take to poop after an enema? It usually takes 1 to 5 minutes for the enema solution to bring on a bowel movement. The bowel movement will release not only your feces, and I'm not finishing, it will release your soul. Dave, good info. Thanks. Dweezil Zappa is a crush of mine since 1984. Dweezil and Amit. You're not an Amit person. Nobody likes Amit. Everybody likes Dweezil. Nobody likes Amit. Moon Unit was okay for a minute. Valley Girl, if you remember that song. Remember that song, Scott? Moon Unit Zappa did a song?
Yeah, I don't remember the song, but I know who you're talking about.
It was like an MTV hit back in the day, yeah. Valley Girl. Loke Dog was eating Wheaties, and don't be a menace to South Central while you're drinking juice in the hood. Electra, my pleasure from Dave Daffler. 720p is HD, yes, but it's a little lesser HD, right? Hopefully it's not as hard on the bandwidth. He's an incredible musician, Space Nerd, one of the only humans who can emulate his father's style of improvisation. Talking about Zappas. I'm at Dweezil's. He's really cool. I met Dweezil. He's cool. You met Dweezil. Yes. Dweezil is way down to earth. Yeah, but you get a person to start liking Zappa and they may start to question all that is, throw a little Trout mask replica and their whole world may implode. What's up, Hallie Baby? You getting the love from the chat family. Come on, Hallie Bobby. Come on, Hallie Bobby. Here we go. Does it have to be the hair of the dog? No, it doesn't have to be the hair of the dog. You just keep on keeping on. Live Ween says, DK, I'm not trying to give them epilepsy, so I didn't recommend Trout mask replica. Wow. Please, folks, don't consume the beef heart. I think that's a song too. Does an enema get everything out? Question mark. Usually once a person stops passing a stool of any consistency, the solution has worked through their body and they would have cleared out the remaining stool. Satan is a dragon master. Space Nerd says, cool, Sean Riggle. I saw him for the Jimi Hendrix Experience with Zach Wild, Buddy Guy, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Johnny Lang. Good to hear Live Ween. A pickle cucumber is commonly known as a pickle in the United States and Canada, a gherkin in Britain, Ireland, South America, Australia, and New Zealand. Live Ween says, Space Nerd, did Zach Wild walk out into the crowd soloing his pants? Hey, there he is, the big Kahuna. Kahuna 9. I was saying I kind of woke up a little late and a little groggy, but the first thing I did is kind of got on my phone and I saw you on Kai Bronicasio's show, man. So it's the first time I seen you doing anything. So shout out to the big Kahuna. He's getting out there doing stuff. We're meeting the chat family kind of one at a time as they travel out here. Space Nerd says, yes, Live Ween. Buckshot Kid says, hello, Sean Riggle. Mrs. Honeybee is checking in. Hey, Mrs. Honeybee. Saying hello, guys. Hello, Mrs. Honeybee, and welcome to BF Live. This is our midday hang we do. We're already an hour into it, and I'm still doing the chat family check-in because that's what this show is about. We're hanging out and partying, and we got vibes. We're vibing off each other. Space Nerd, Big Kahuna, Stream Melon Spot's running. What you got, Scott?
Kahuna did. I think I'm pretty sure that was his first time on giving this a try. A podcast. He was on the Alpha Shot Lounge with me last night.
Okay. I want to say that it was his kind of first times doing things because I figured I would have picked up on it sooner than this, but there was a lot of shows and a lot of busyness out here. So I was just seeing it first thing this morning. But my recollection too was, Scott, that I haven't really seen Big Kahuna do anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his first show he did with Alpha Shot Lounge last night. And then I guess he went on a run and went and did a couple of shows after that.
Did he? Yeah, he went. I know he did Kai this morning. I see you checking in again, trying to check in again backstage. Hey, Kahuna from Psych. Hello, Mrs. Honeybee. Aloha, Kahuna Nai. Kanui, Nai, whatever you say. Hi, Honeybee from Psych. Hey, Kahuna, the big Kahuna. Open the refrigerator, get on the floor. Everybody, take out the giraffe, put in the elephant, close the door. This tests your ability to think through your repercussions. All right, he's checking in again. I'll try again to bring you in. Let's try this. Let's say one last one for Scotty Fitz. He's saying, hey, brother, the big Kahuna shouting you out. Let me star that one. Camera went off again, so let's keep going, on and off. Nerd, I noticed your made this be love request in the chat. Dave Daffler says, hey, Big Kahuna, shouting him out. Aloha Electra from Kahuna, Big Kahuna. Honeybee is saying hello to Buckshot Kid. Kahuna is saying hello to Tiff. Electra is saying, I like Why Can't This Be Love? Add it to the list. We talking about Van Halen? I like that one. It's got what it takes. Hello, Honeybee. Excellent. Electra and Live Ween. I know our friend's having signal problems because he keeps coming in, camera on, camera off, and now it just dipped out like when you get cut off. Oh, see, it just dipped back in. I see you, brother. I say, I'll let see if the signal settles. What's up, Psych? Dave Daffer's getting the love from the Big Kahuna. Hey, Dave Daffer from the Honeybee. While you're at it, how deep is your love? I don't know. You're gonna have to pay to find out. Let's see. Done, Electra. I've been working out a jazz chord melody arrangement of VH1's Feels So Good. Do. Oh, Van Halen's Feels So Good in VH1. I read it VH1, Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Van Halen Feels So Nice. So we had Van Halen with David Lee Roth and Van Hagar. Are you a Van Hagar guy? Are you either side?
I was just getting ready to ask you the same question. I'm more of a David Lee Roth guy, but mostly because David Lee Roth is kind of the one that popped my rock and roll cherry, the one I started listening to the first.
Fuck yeah. Well, I will say that I was turned off by it at first, but I definitely got into it, and I did see Van Halen a few times, Van Hagar, if you will. I saw them a few times live, and it was good, and I finally got over the fact that it wasn't David Lee Roth anymore. So, and then looking back on all of it, Scott, I'd take either one today. All right, let's bring him in again. Let's try it again. Let's bring in Dave Sarra. Come on, Dave. Sound better?
Better?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Bro, you had like a Mickey Mouse Donald Duck effect going. How you doing today?
Sorry about that. I got to clean boats today so I can make my car payment. So I can't really be at the studio or whatever at my house. But I really appreciate you having me on. Very sorry about last week. Very hectic week last week. But thank you very much for having me on.
Well, I know it was, and I was good. I was happy enough to know you because you were nice enough to come on Replayables one time. So when I saw you, we had a good time doing that. And well, hopefully we'll have you on again.
Dad Mom's the best, man.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a wild ass show. So yeah, you were in for a banger. But we'll have to have you back on again real soon, bro, for sure. Because now we're over on the Levy verse, and also we're kind of bringing everybody back again.
Love the show. Love Levy verse. Love this show. Still watch Replayables. I like it all, man. Like, people want to say I talk a lot of shit, and I do. Yeah. But really, it's all in good fun. There are very few people I really, really, really dislike in this world. Honestly, I don't even dislike Stuttering John all that much. I just like fucking with him because he can't be bothered to fuck with himself. So, but with that said, I love the show. I catch it a couple times a week. So
that's cool, man. Well, I appreciate you checking in and all. And so I wanted to give you props and reach out to you and say, because I knew everybody was going to use your video anyway, but I said, hey man, I was going to reach out to you and let you acknowledge that I was going to use your shit and maybe have you come on and talk about it a little bit.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, of course. It's for the people. A lot of people took it, and I even sent out the raw images to raw videos to Shuli's producer and stuff. So there's even some stuff that never even made it to the little sizzle reel that I made. Maybe I'll send that guy. Hey, you guys do some music stuff, so maybe I'll send you guys Brian Karam's karaoke, his full 5-minute karaoke set that you guys can tear apart if that's something you want to do. But anyway,
all right. That might be something we can get into. So yeah, so I guess it doesn't really take a lot to figure out your motivation. You knew you had John out there and you had an opportunity to kind of videotape this, and you kind of knew you could make a splash if you would get a good bit of this on tape, right?
I didn't even do it for the splash. I love all the love I've been getting, the followers. It'll probably get my channel monetized now, which is great.
Good.
After 12 fucking years of trying to get it monetized. I have one video. I mean, I've been putting out YouTube videos, mostly game streaming stuff, and then also some podcasts that I've done. I've done maybe 30 or 40 episodes, and I usually private them afterwards or unlist them afterwards. So my channel looks kind of blank most of the time, but I have one video on there that at the time YouTube was only requiring they were requiring 1,500 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah.
And 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 for the longest time, because I have a video of Larry David telling the SNL story that like got like 750,000 views, and every year, like every year Curb comes out, it gets some more views, but I never was able to hit the 1,500 subscribers and the 4,000 concurrent view hours in the 1 year period. So it looks like now with this video that that finally got me over the threshold. So we'll find out at the end of this month exactly. But again, thank you to everybody. I mean, it's been great. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be that crazy of a video. I didn't think all these people would pick up and run with it. Tukey obviously got all the Rocco got all the like the videos firsthand. I think actually that's why John is so pissed, is because he figured I was working in cahoots with Rocco, which is not the case. I just happened to speak with his producer JT, who was like, "Hey, you want to come on with Tukey?" So in real time, I'm taking video and I'm trying to find, because the videos are big. So I'm trying to find like I found a Wi-Fi source nearby, and then was in real time uploading the videos and sending the links, unlisted YouTube links, to Tukey so that they can get the first-hand exclusive. So that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
That's cool. So if you want to help Dave Sarra, help him get to his monetization, you just go right by your name, right? They can see on your screen right here, right?
Sure,
just Dave Sarra right there on YouTube.
YouTube.com/Dave Sarra.
Yeah, and so let me say, there's a couple comments in here. I saw Space Nerd, our friend Space Nerd says, you did a great service to the Dabbleverse, Dave. So everybody likes seeing that.
Love Space Nerd, man. Dude, some of these super chatters, like Beloved Chatter and all these people, Ozone, like they're so much fucking funnier than most of us, man. And it's like, it's a tragedy sometimes. And look, unlike John and like, unlike, I mean, you guys know it, like, goof on us, man. Like, we love it when you goof on us. It should be flattering, but he can't do it.
He can't take it. God, my co-host Scott Fitzpatrick looks like he has a question for you.
Yeah, Dave, I got a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
If you had a gay monkey on your back, would you leave it there or beat it off?
If it was a gay monkey and it was on my back, I would want him to slide down to my asshole.
Oh, there's an answer for you, Scott. There's an original answer for you. That's one of the best
to do down there, dude.
There you go. That's one of the best answers Scott's ever gotten for that. I don't know if you know this, but Scott famously loves to go around and basically ask every podcaster or any guest we have, he likes asking that question to get that reaction, bro. So thanks for that.
Oh, Scott, thanks. Where do you get your ideas from?
that twisted cabeza of his, I think, is where he gets them from. Yeah. So Dave, tell us. So I knew right away, bro, that even if your intentions were 100% pure, just the fact that you kind of nefariously videotaped John without his awareness, even if you didn't share it with those guys, he was going to be pissed off about it. So I know some of the backlash, but tell us some of the backlash and the reaction you got from John specifically since this has happened.
Okay. So video, okay. I mean, look, I don't know how much you want to put this out there or whatever. Like, I was 2 pitchers of beers deep. I had done about a half gram of cocaine. Like, it was a Tuesday night for me. And look, I've been employed my whole life. I've worked a corporate job since I was 18 years old. There are very few runs of time, long stretches of time where I haven't worked. Right. This happens to be one of them.
Okay.
So about a month before the Tampa WATP event, I quit my job. Maybe like a couple of weeks before, and I haven't found a job yet. But so it's a Tuesday night, and I got nothing to do except for be a fucking degenerate.
Right.
All right. With all that said, we got the video. We uploaded it. The next morning, I went home. I drove home sober.
Good.
I went home. I cut everything together, posted it. I got a lot of love. The next morning, 8 a.m. I'm in my car driving to go clean some boats again. And Stuttering John calls me. And usually, if it's a phone number that I don't recognize, I'm not going to answer it. this, I knew something was up for some reason.
You were going to be getting some odd numbers coming in. You expected it, yeah.
Yeah, and so and I answer, and I think he was a little shocked that I answered. He goes, David, you fucked up, David. And he starts going on about like what they're gonna do to me and all that stuff, and like people were like already by the next morning, people were already sending him my cell phone number, sending him my address, sending him my real name. Like
that is crazy.
I know, I don't even care about that. But I think that's one of the reasons why he got so mad at me and like used me as like his punching bag, because he knew my information. He knew everything. Like he felt like he had power over me by doing that.
Well, that's his angle. That's he just if he doesn't feel like he can dox you, he really has nothing else on anybody.
Exactly, dude. And so and I don't have kids. I live with my parents. They're 80. I live with my older brother. He's a schizophrenic.
So you're not sweating any of that shit about being doxxed.
Yeah, he's on watch duty like the whole time anyway. So he's out there schizoing it up in front of the house. And so ain't nobody gonna come fuck with us anyway.
Right.
They see that motherfucker in front, they're like, I better leave. So it's just that like he had all this info on me. He was pissed, especially with the Tukey stuff. All right, all that happens, great. And then the real fucking creme de la creme, dude, was because he like I knew that he was going like Quad Father and I, for lack of a better term, are friends / acquaintances. I go on BYB, and he promotes my stuff. Quad's great, love him. Quad did tell me, you know, it wasn't his idea to like for me to go to the event, but Quad Father asked me nicely to not cause a scene if I go, because like he's kind of, you know, telling John that I'm going to be there, and he's trying to work whatever angle he's trying to work with John.
Sounds like he's trying to work both sides. He's trying to work both sides.
Exactly. Okay, maybe. I'm not going to blow up his spot. I don't know what his angle was.
Well,
whatever it was.
Well, it sounds like he wanted what he got out of you, but he didn't want to piss off John doing it. So it sounds like he was trying to be in the middle a little bit.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But,
yeah.
No, I know. But so he's on with John, and it's like, you know, 4 PM or something. And John, and I knowing the piece of shit that he is, I told Quad Father, because I was in a private conversation with somebody earlier that day about how pissed off I was about this Adam Carolla job that I applied for. It was a video editing job, like a pretty good job. And the fact that I'm an open micer, it could lead to some spots maybe and stuff like that. So I'm really like kind of jazzed about this. So March 30th, I apply for the job. April 16th, I get an email back from their producer asking for an interview, and the fucking email went to spam. It could have been my fault. I don't know. It could have been my fault.
It does happen though. I know what I'm talking about. I've had it happen to me too.
Yeah, and I don't know if maybe I accidentally clicked to go to spam. Like maybe it was my fault. I digress. So like literally 3 weeks later, or like a day or two before the John event on that Tuesday, I emailed the producer back saying, I'm so sorry, I missed this, yada, yada. Never heard back from him. So I figured thing was a lost cause.
Done. Yeah.
Knowing the type of fucking piece of shit this guy is, I thought it would be fun to text back to Quad, oh, I'm about to interview for the Adam Carolla video editing position. I'm literally going in 8 minutes. And I try to make it as believable as possible. And I said, you could tell him that. Okay. So he tells him that. And live on the air, in true John fucking fashion, he emails Adam Carolla to make sure I don't get a job interview with him.
I saw that knucklehead. I saw this video, and I'm glad you brought this up, because if you didn't, I was going to take you right here. But I saw John doing Dear Adam Carolla. And like he's talking much faster than he's typing. He's going, don't hire this asshole fucking Dave Sarra. And I can see him just trying to throw you. What's he say?
He says he's a troll.
He's the troll. Yeah, so I mean, he acts like he knows everybody, but did you have any kind of relationship with John prior to this, that he would have known you by name or anything?
No, only just the introduction from Quadfather, and he had seen my picture on Hackverse a couple times. A couple people had posted jokes, I guess, about me being a crackhead and like, you know, like rest in peace, Dave Sarra. He died doing what he loved, smoking crack and all that stuff. So I've seen like he's scrolling and you see like my big stupid face a couple times in prior episodes leading up to this.
Okay.
And then Quad kept, you know, bringing my name up. That's Dave Sarra, blah, blah. So I went and introduced myself to John, and I said I was Quadfather's friend, and he said, go and have some quesadillas. And he was very nice. I mean, I have to admit, he was very nice. And you know, I don't hate the guy. I just
same.
You know,
Same, but you can't resist a good train wreck, and I feel the same way, Dave. I can be indifferent, I can be impartial. It's not that I really hate the guy, but who doesn't like seeing a good train wreck, man? And boy, did you videotape a good one. That was fun, man. You got all the kind of good angles. You had like the outside kind of angle peeking in. I'm like, oh, we're really going to see some shit. And then when you got him singing Roadhouse Blues, man, that was just the fucking icing on the cake, man.
Yeah, I tried to get the finger as much as possible. So the little, like the nice bent finger.
Yeah.
Rent
and I like,
finger, as I call it. But
I like how you got the dirt on the jeans too. The 2 week worn jeans. You like zoomed in on the jeans. I noticed that too.
On his jeans. And it was good quality, and it was you know, it's good. It was good quality film. So I love that everybody used it. Great, and I mean, all that's awesome. But really, the thing that really put the icing on the cake was the email to Adam. And I'm not gonna lie, I did that in a way to maybe parlay this whole thing into a job with Adam Carolla. But
there's nothing wrong with that, Dave.
1 second that it would actually happen. So that's where we're at now.
I think you don't know. You really don't know until you put it out there, and it's worth a shot. And I think it was kind of fun that the way you played it out. But yeah, I saw that video with him pecking away at the keys and all. And I liked your angle where you tried to go in there. You had the phone. I'd say you had the phone on the down low, like you had the camera already going. So I thought that was slick. So when you picked it up, people wouldn't think right away this guy is like filming me. And you kind of went up nefariously to people and go, "This John, he's a great fucking guy, ain't you?" Like you were like really trying to jab him and get some reactions out of him.
Yeah, and Vince the lawyer was right when he said that. Like I kind of whiffed on those questions. I should have stayed in the pocket a little more and kind of like. But people were like a couple of the guests. They knew I was recording them, and one of the guys kind of like pushed the camera away from him.
Yeah,
I was like, all right, I don't want to do this. Like this seems sleazy. So the best part, though, I think in the same relation to this was. I'm filming him, and at one point I say, "I love Stuttering John," and the lady next to me goes, "I didn't even know that was John."
Oh shit! Yeah, so that's another thing I was wondering, because it looked like it was just like at a public cantina or a nice kind of bar and all. So I was wondering what percentage of the people were just already there and just got kind of swooped up into this kind of thing of the whole party and all.
No, it wasn't like that. It's separated off.
Was it?
Where there's the patrons of the bar, like kind of on one side, and then there's like a private area that like there's no security. Nobody's gonna say, "Oh, where's your name tag?" or "Are you part of the Tonight Show reunion?" bullshit. At no point was that ever gonna happen. But I do think that a lot of just like his friends showed up, like people from the pub and like people. So like of the maybe 100 people that were there, and I'm saying maybe 100 people.
Yeah.
It really only seemed like maybe half of them were Tonight Show people, because like Brian Caron's not a Tonight Show person, like his wife, and like so there were all kinds of other people there that were just like John's acquaintances and friends too.
And they might have been soft trolling him too to say like, what the fuck is this guy up to? Like, I've worked with this guy in the past, and like, what's he up to? And maybe it's worth just for a laugh to go down and see what this guy has going on in there.
Well, I never caught either of those guys, Brian or one thing I do have to put out there. I did see Brian Caron use his little I don't know what you call it, like the saline spray for his nose. Like and I saw it and I was like, holy shit, it's him. And so he did his little.
That's
whatever.
funny.
Okay. But I never saw either of those guys go to the bathroom. But John, when I went to the bathroom, one of the last times I went to the bathroom, I noticed the fucking picture of Rocco and John.
I saw that picture. Yeah, I saw you posted it. Yeah.
And I thought to myself, and that guy, that something Mr. Poopy Pants or something, like he goes by online. He's not like a person. He's not like a known person. He's just like an online person. So
Okay.
he's anonymous, in other words.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know who he is. I don't know what he looks like, but that guy, fucking A, that guy got some real good. He got the addresses of the people. He got the picture up on the wall. He got the guy. He got the candid video of the valet guy.
The valet guy. Yeah, I did see some of that.
I asked him 3 times if he was drunk. He goes, "What do you think? It's my party."
Yeah,
And so,
right.
So that guy deserves, like, dude, that guy is the real hero.
No, it was cool when like I said, I really liked your video. And then when he got into all the singing, I was going to ask you, did you write your name down for the free keychain?
No. And go on.
No, I was going to say that, and obviously people were pointing out that he's just going to use that. That's just a new doxing list for people. If these people dare to piss him off, he'll have their addresses if they're foolish enough to put them on there.
It's true. And I think that my theory on the whole Tonight Show keychains, I said this on Point Dabble Point, which was, and I think I said on MLC also, was that I don't think I think that the person that was going to do the keychains and the banner for him, like, realized that they can't, like, last minute, that they can't, like, put the Tonight Show logo on shit. And
right,
like
you need clearance
on.
Right.
And so I think that last minute, that's why I feel like the banners, he kept saying some like 6x4, like 6 foot by 4 foot banners, but the actual banners were just a picture and they were like in a perfect square.
Yeah,
So
it looked like just a basic, like an oversized picture, not necessarily a banner. Yeah.
And I'm in the theory that maybe the banners had an extra foot on each side, maybe. So they were going to be 6 foot by 4 foot, but the border was going to have like the Tonight Show logo and some other stuff. And they're like, we can't do the logo. We'll just cut out the logo.
worked on the show.
I know.
I still got my pass. Look, Syke says,
how do they make parody? I know. And so that was my theory behind the whole thing. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I feel like you can't just put the Tonight Show logo on keychains. Even if you're giving them out, it's the company making them that can't sell them to you. It's not you not being able to give them out.
Yeah, so and that would sound like something that John would definitely try. I like our friend Syke talks about nasal spray. I wonder if this is a little bit of kind of sneak game because people put their shit in the nasal spray and pop.
Right.
They're popping, bro. There ain't no liquid in there. They're popping powder.
I didn't even think about that.
They got nasal spray game. They got that powder game, bro.
I had an observation on the video. I noticed Stuttering John's nipples could cut glass. Was it really cold in there?
Was it really cold out there? No, it's Calabasas. It's fucking hot as shit. His nips were popping, my friend.
Imagine everything's popping on him.
His belly was popping. His nips. If there's a couple pictures out there of people who just took the video and then stopped. Thank you very much, Electra. Stopped. Like they freeze framed it, and then like there's a couple pictures where his stomach just straight up looks like Barney, like the dinosaur. Like it looks like the head of Barney, and it's like his tits, the mouth, it's all there, and it's
I love you, you love me.
For the most part, he carries it well. So
that's cool. Let's see. Our friend Dave Daffler says, tough acting to acting now with fentanyl. Space Nerd is still on the Dweezil Zappa thing, grody to the max. I don't know if you're Zappa fans. They're talking about Zappa shit. They talk about all kind of crazy shit here in my chat, Dave, Sarah.
Dude, Zappa.
Zappa, dude. So that's cool. So let's say call them bullets back in the day, allegedly. Oh, see, Syke's got some game.
That's what I got here.
Little sniff bullet. That's what I'm saying. We don't judge here, Dave. I think that YouTube and the internet in general is just a bunch of drug, a bunch of drug addicts that criticize other drug addicts.
Sorry about that.
No, that's
I
funny.
forget sometimes, I'm not.
I got my weed. I got my weed pen at the ready, bro. Who am I to judge? You know, everybody's got something. Everybody's got something. So that's cool, man. So I think you're going kind of the right direction, man. You're getting your hours up on your channel, and it sounds like you're kind of making a shift in life. So maybe you can get a combo of like maybe podcasting and maybe doing your stand-up stuff and everything. Maybe go in that direction or something.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see how good I've been writing some jokes for this fucking Hackamania open mic that I'm going to. I know I'm going to get buried. I know that it's going to be I already know it's going to be a bad time for me. But
so you're going to Vegas?
I'm going to Vegas. I'll probably sleep in my car, but I got the ticket, and I'm hoping I win some of Earl Skakel's money, because if I don't, it's going to be a tough time even getting back. But with all that said, I should be fine. And it's not the first time I've slept in my car. But realistically, like, I think I got some good stuff. So I hope that whatever I have, the audience will like, or at least endure. And I won't be, because I know I can be insufferable sometimes and overbearing and annoying. So I'm trying to work on that, especially watching myself on some of these videos this whole week. It's like, oh God, what am I doing? So
yeah, it's kind of a necessary evil. I don't always like watching myself and criticizing myself, but sometimes it's a necessary evil. But yeah, man, you're in a good position now that if you go to Hackamania, why not? Everybody else is going to broadcast this, podcast this, build off of this, get some juice off of it. So I look forward to maybe seeing you make some videos and some shorts or whatever you got out there, man. Get on live, do your shit on your page, man, and get it going. I will share it here on BF Live.
Baby, I'm doing it. I got a podcast already about documentaries with my co-host and fellow comedian Chris Neff. So if you want to check that out, it's called Down on the Docks. But other than that, I've had overwhelming support from everybody. You, Chris, fucking, cool. Julie, Carl, even Kevin has been super. I mean, they've all been very supportive and nice, and getting on with Ray and then My Lost Interest, cutting some clips, and it's been really great. So like Dave Sarra week is over, everybody, don't worry. No. But it'll come back around next year probably, same time Shark Week comes. So we'll see.
No, I think it's great, man. I think you got some really good footage and information for the Dabbleverse. I think my friend Hackride said you have fed the Dabbleverse probably for the next 5 years off of all of the shit that we'll get out of this freaking video, bro. So you definitely,
man. I mean, I know he gets a lot of shit, and I give him shit too, but I like Hackride and I like the shit that he does. So
yeah, Hackride's a good person when you kind of know him in the background and know his soul and everything. Good stuff.
Yeah, we've yes,
drugs are bad, okay, man, these drugs are bad.
Cocaine's bad, okay.
Cocaine bad, okay.
Earl's
a beast. Earl Skakel. I liked Earl when he did the Ric Flair roast with fucking Shuley, man. They fucking killed it at the Ric Flair roast, man. Skakel slayed there. He was great there.
Yeah, Skakel. He also, like, in order to get those leather pants, you probably also have to slay that beast.
Always cheer for the underdog because it is gold, Dave Sarra. They like your gold that you got.
Thank you.
Electra says she doesn't mind Dave Sarra week at all.
Electra, very nice.
Space Chief 75 says that video of John is amazing. That's kind of why I wanted to have you on here, bro, because I know that you got a lot of love out of it and all, but I just it happened. I woke up that morning and your video was 6 hours old, and I'm like, oh shit, we got some shit popping. Let me reach out to Dave. I'm glad we got together now.
Yeah, I know. And if I didn't have, I want to be either at my computer or in the studio to do this, but I gotta make the payments. No. The payments have to be made.
No, I appreciate you checking in any way you can. Our friend Sykes says, until you go to Hackamania, LOL, KB will shun you. Are you worried about being shunned from Kevin Brennan after you?
No, not at all. It's fine. Kevin's fine. I've already emailed Kevin, and like he sent me the link a couple times after that. And again, it's just I don't always want to do this from the phone. And like. I need a little, I'm not just sitting home all day. So, it's hard for me to just like at 1 p.m., I'm watching MLC and I'm seeing him text like, all right, I'm going to send the link to Dave. So I'm like, oh, fuck. So it's tough. It's tough. I can't always just get on and jump on at 1 p.m. and like do this kind of stuff yet. I mean, I'm not in that position. So I apologize, but, I'll try to I'll go on anywhere. I don't care. Even if it's
Nah,
to
that's
talk
cool.
to Chad Zumach. I hate Chad Zumach, but I'd love to go after him live on MLC, and so I'll find some time if that's necessary.
Wow. And Chad, I mean, he was one of the ones we were originally kind of the mud sharking and all that stuff. And then we moved on to Ray DeVito. And then John's always been like a common in this world. Let's see. Drugs are bad when you don't share, okay? And Syke says that's our fact, Space Nerd. They like that. Dominic Sin says FKB.
Well, that is the trope too. So I actually carry my fanny pack around my waist because my drugs are for me.
There you go.
There's that trope of like, it's an Australian thing, I guess. It's like you wear your fanny pack across your chest. That means you have drugs for everybody. You wear your fanny pack across your waist. That means you have drugs for yourself. So
I didn't know that, but I'll keep that in mind when I go to Australia.
Yeah.
We didn't start the fire.
Drugs are bad, but back in the day, I made good money from them, says my friend Stephen Bull checking in. Nobody does it like the Bull. Who doesn't hate Chad, says Dave Daffler. Doing drugs alone is a problem. With friends, it's the opposite. There you go. Dominic Sin says Chad is the man. He's Team Chad.
Okay.
Dave Daffler, Team Chad, or just Chad from Live Ween. FKB from Syke again. FKB from Dave Daffler. Let's see. And then Dave, apparently, he doesn't share his drugs.
No, I don't. My drugs are for me.
I like that. I'll keep that in mind. Because I do weed, so if I have my weed bag, I'll kind of keep that in mind, man. So that's cool. So, so that, and then that singing, man, like it's almost like you got two different things. You gave us the whole, like the flavor of the whole event with the food and everything. And then I kind of thought that was going to be it. And then when you got him, I didn't know he was going to be on stage singing, bro. I mean, that's just sick gold right there.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knew he was going to just bust out karaoke out of nowhere. And it's funny how when he first goes on stage, I don't know if I get it in the video, but he says something like, the band is here. They're going to play very softly in the background so that we can talk and chat over it and blah, blah, blah. And for the most part, the band played at a very moderate level, very good background music. There was some singing, but it was mostly instrumental for a lot of the time. And then as soon as he got a couple pops in him, he's like, all right, jacket comes off. The music gets
the performer
great.
is here.
And he just starts belting. And Karam actually did pretty damn well. It's hard to kind of shit on the guy for his performance, but I'll release that video. Maybe I'll release that video today.
Cool.
It's just him, just straight karaoke for 5 minutes. And the guy does pretty good.
Well, maybe the fact that John was so terrible will make him even look that much better.
100%.
In light of that.
100%.
Wow. That's cool shit, man. Let's see. How the locals like your hair. Yesterday we're talking about some other shit. Jim Borison. We saw a lot of those going out there. Jim Borison. Yeah, that voice, man, what he was going. I do everything in moderation constantly. Oh, yeah, the hat. Let's see.
Yeah, somebody in chat one time called him needs a gym.
Needs a Jim boy. Needs a put in. That's his first name. Needs a Jim Morrison.
Needs a Jim Morrison.
That's great. So when is Hackamania? What is the exact date? When you heading out there?
Month. It's May. It's like the last day of May and the first couple days of June. It's like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The open mic, and I think it's all going to be like they're going to do their own, video stream. I don't know if it's going to be behind a paywall or not. Usually stuff like that. I know people are asking me to like go in there and try to get some like candid footage.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was suggesting to you too. Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's different, and it's not that like I'm a Melton or WATB ball washer. I mean, I am, but it's a different. It's a paid event. It's like it's not open to the public, and they're also streaming their own shit. So like, I'm not trying to infringe on that bullshit. Like me going into a public place and filming people, even though it's a private
that's
party,
whatever. Yeah, that's a whatever.
Like, it's fair game. But like, and I mean, Truly brought up a good plan, like a good theory or idea or whatever, which was I should have sat like. I know that Poopy Pants or whatever his name was, like also had the footage, and Carl was gonna post it the next day anyway. But we should have like we should have unionized a little more and waited at least one day to see what John was going to say about his performance.
That could have been interesting. Let him blow it up and let him say it was this, it went like that, it was great. You're not wrong, Dave. That would have been an excellent way to play that shit, man.
Yeah, and so I like that idea. That is some fucking next level fucking unionized Teamster trolling right there. And when I heard that, I said, fuck, that would have been fucking great. But yeah,
you always hate after the moment passes when you kind of think of some of the better ideas you have. But I think that happens a lot of time, man. But I will say this, personally, I mean, you got to judge this on your own. But I know that I got to know Bedabbler from just doing. He went to the first DabbleCon that they did. And he did his own kind of guerrilla style shit, man. Yeah. And I was so starving for wanting to know what was going on behind the scenes that I was really digging his shit when he was going live, man. So my suggestion is if you don't do it, somebody else might do it, bro. So if you see other people getting that juice, you might as well get some of it because, I mean, you can get some good stuff out of that. But I understand you got the whole relationship thing you don't want to shit on and stuff like that. I hear you on that.
And okay, like, when the shows aren't going on, that might be something that I'll do. But I'm not trying to, like, I think people are trying to, like,
don't do events and go in there and try to, like, rip the show and then put it out there. And, like,
I won't do.
I loved all the flavor of seeing all the comedians coming and going. And, like, Bedabbler was in the room and he was saying hello to this one, letting you know these people were out here smoking. Like, if you just give us the flavor of it, man, I think you get a great pop of us giving us the flavor of what's going on out there.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, most likely I will do that. Whether or not I do it live, we'll see. Yeah. But most likely because like the video, I like when the video quality is good. So, but I do also love the live aspect of it. So we'll see. Well, maybe we can get it to work the right way. And I'll bring my little selfie stick and maybe I'll get some little interviews here and there and try to get some backstage footage.
That's what Vince is laughing at you. He says,
I'd rather look at a big black cock.
You probably would. Let's see. LL Stool J. We also have Flem Morrison.
Flem Morrison. Bro, phlegm, that word phlegm, I think there's supposed to be a G in that word also. Yeah. The word phlegm is like the phlegm of words.
It does look gross. Yeah, when you read it on paper with that PH, yeah, it does actually. I agree with that. It does.
Yeah. And I think there's a G in there somewhere, I feel like. I'm not even sure. But like, it's the grossest spelled word in the world.
Do you have a problem with moist? Some people have a problem with the word moist. Do you like moist?
Moist. What that reminds me when you say moist. Moist is a weird word. That reminds me of that scene from Black Sheep when they're like roads, roads, rudes, and it's like just that reminds me, like, or like fork.
Yeah.
Fork. It's like stupid shit like that. I love that.
Because he looks like a little snot monster. Oh, because he looks like a snot monster from the Mucinex commercial.
That's
Somebody
right.
thinks that little blob. Yeah, he kind of looked like a blob. You said Barney, but that's a pretty good representation too. The Mucinex monster.
Flem Morrison's good. Is a good name.
Flem. And then what he had to stop them on the most the famous line that everyone in the world knows. I woke up this morning and I got myself a beer. Everybody knew that part of the song was coming. Woke up. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait, here's how I want to do it, guys. Wait. It's like he couldn't even roll with that.
He does it like 6 times.
Yes, and he did it more. Yeah.
Time he's calling people out. Lindsay.
Only the women. I didn't hear him calling out no men for not singing. Barbara, Betty, Judy, you're not singing. I don't give a fuck if the guys aren't singing.
Helga, you're not singing.
And yes, Helga. And you know what else I noticed? He wasn't even looking at the crowd or anything. He just must have assumed that they weren't fucking singing, bro. Because I watched it a second time. I'm like, he's up there like singing in the mic. And then he looks out and then he accuses people of not singing. So he just was looking for a reason to call out those ladies' names is my theory.
And literally right after he sang, the singer for the band came and changed the microphone right away.
I wouldn't want to. I saw the guy touch him on the shoulder when he was attempting to sing "Happy Birthday," and he's like, "You're done, dude," or something like that. He goes, "What do you expect? I'm 58 years old." Like that's a reason. That's an excuse to suck.
Yeah, he's 58 years old, and guess how old David Spade is? David Spade's 59. I mean, think about that for a second.
Yeah, who looks worse?
Think about that.
Who worked better?
David Spade has nothing to do with any of this, but I always go crazy when I'm like, God damn, that's See, when you take care of yourself and you're fucking, you live a happy, joyful life.
Yep.
You know, you end up looking young forever. I'm sure Game Space had some work or whatever, but hey, it's crazy.
Good shit, man. We agree with that too. Scott and I talk about all of that time, keeping our mentality youthful, bro, because that fucking stress and just being hateful all the time brings you down, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, my dad's not a hateful person, but like he retired at the age of 65. On that day, he quit working. He's done nothing for the last 15 years.
Nice.
And he's obviously degrading, like very rapidly compared to what he was at 65.
Wow.
I get it. You're 80, but like once you stop doing it and moving and like after my mom retired, she kept not in shape, is not the right word, but like she kept doing
active,
even cooking and like shopping and stuff like that. So like that like has kept her brain nice and working. My dad literally just sits there, drinks his coffee, watches golf or whatever. He stopped. Crazy thing. My dad was a huge Cubs fan. He came to Chicago when he first came to this country, and so he's a huge Cubs fan, huge Bulls fan. Everything Chicago Bears. So the Bulls, they won the 90s. The fucking Bears won in 86, the year I was born. Literally days after I was born, the Bears won the championship. So the only one he was really hanging out for were the Cubs. And finally, in like 2017 or 2016, when they won, it was the craziest thing. He cried for like 30 seconds. And then never watched baseball ever again.
Holy shit, bro. He got what he wanted. He's like, I got the list. Cubs make it to the World Series. I'm done with baseball.
He's so like that. He's so like, all right, I'm done. That's it.
He's so quick to like be done with something and move on to the next thing, huh?
I've given all I could give as a fan. They finally won the chip, and I'm done.
Well, yeah, and those Cubs fans agonized for years, so I wouldn't want to push it neither. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be sitting here cheering for another 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. I'm going to take this championship, and I'm going to walk away. So that might be a way to deal with it.
Yeah, and the same thing with him happened with golf because he's a lefty, and so Mickelson was like always his favorite golfer, and Mickelson was like notorious for always getting like second place at the majors.
Couldn't quite finish.
He didn't win a major forever. And then as soon as he juiced up, I guess. I mean, Mickelson for sure was on steroids at some point. The same time Tiger was on steroids.
Yeah, like some of those guys, right? Tiger at one point, I'm like, damn, I didn't know Tiger was like fucking buff like that when he was in the heart of his career, bro.
They're like, they saw Sammy Sosa versus fucking.
I think you're right.
Not Jerry Maguire. Versus Mark McGuire.
I think
and they're like, all right, let's do the golf version of that. And so he gets Mickelson wins his first Masters. I think it was a green jacket. Never watched golf again.
Wow. So he has like so it's not that he's a fan to a point. I've never really heard of too many people like this. They're, normally if you're a fan of something, you're a fan for life, or at least you'll kind of go back and forth in it. But I've never heard of such an abruptness to where it's like, hey, I'm a fan, and when they achieve this goal, I'm out. That's really interesting.
Yeah, and like especially the Cubs thing, because like I guess it's kind of smart too, because it's like this is the best you'll ever feel about the team ever. And you go through years and years of just in the ditch.
Yeah, he's like,
this is the best it'll ever feel, and I walk away from it.
Yep. You ain't right. They're never taking me back to the bad place again. I'm staying right the fuck here. Yeah. That's cool, man. I see your back, Scott. Let's see. I never seen them both in the same. What we're talking about? Hey, Dave. Try to catch up with some of these ARP Mobile. We got a great chat family. They love talking amongst themselves. I'm seeing.
Great chat, man.
There we go. Look, there's the proper spelling of phlegm, just so it looks gross enough to you.
That looks like an Armenian word spelled in English.
Phlegm. You got to say it with a hawk. You got to say it with a phlegm. You got to say it.
I think that's my cousin's nickname. My cousin's nickname. Fucked it up.
Look, Donkey Kong says, here's the spelling. And then he goes, you happy motherfucker? You got the G.
Thank you.
He got you on that one.
Because I didn't know where the G went. I knew it was somewhere in there.
I was the same way. I was just going to add it to the end, Dave. I'm like, I know there's a G in there too.
Throw it in the back. Throw it in the back of the bus, like So it's sort of like what the LGBTQ community did. Since they're not inclusive enough to vowels, they're like, all right, we'll add an I and an A to LGBTQIA, and we'll just throw it in the back of the bus, like Rosa Parks.
Well, you know, everybody kind of made a joke that when that whole coming up with the letters and the acronyms, we just said they're just going to keep adding letters to them before they know it. It's going to be LGBTQIA, LMNOP, and that's kind of where we're at. And also, whatever floats your boat. I don't care what you call yourself.
What we should do is we should start a movement that like unites the whole country and just call it the LGBTQAnon.
Oh, Jesus. You're really mixing streams there, Dave. Boy, I don't know if there's two streams mixed, but I like where you're going with it. In the meantime, there are steps you can take to help clear your airways and get rid of phlegm. Hydration, use humidifier, and saline nasal spray. Yeah.
Yeah, that's to get rid of my clogginess every morning. That's exactly what I have to do. Hit the humidify, hit the nase spray.
I've been doing that whole neti potting thing where you kind of draw it through in your nose and all that stuff. I couldn't do that when I was younger, man, but we got allergies here kind of where I'm at. And as I've gotten older, allergies get me, man. So
I bought a Navage.
I hit one of these things.
Ooh, oh yeah.
I think you were getting ready to say that, weren't you, Dave? Is that a Vive?
No, what I did was I got something called the Navage. It's like
I've seen that. Bro,
your nostril.
Yes.
One side and the water goes one way, and then you hit the other side and the water goes the other way, and it just dumps into the canister.
Yes.
It's great. It's great.
Right.
The first time I did it,
yes,
the water was way too fucking hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And scalded the inside of my nose.
I bet.
And so much so that like I started getting like it started bleeding. Like it was bad.
Blisters. You probably blistered the inside of your fucking nose.
I know. So I had to lay off the
everything
sugar for a couple of days, and then finally we got back to normal.
Got back into gameplay and shape. Yeah. So I featured that here on my show one day, bro. The Navage video, and they showed the backwash and they showed the tank, the shit that was going in the tank. I did it to gross people out, man. So I never did the Navage, but I do kind of do my own version of it in my sink or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a glorified netting pot, basically. It's like AI netting pot. But this is like, so I'm trying to do this like I'm trying to come up with like degenerate things that like people do when they get fucked up, whatever. One of them is like, you know, are you degenerate if you? It's sort of like it's a ripoff of Are You Garbage? It's not, you know, it's not saying anything two ways about it.
Right.
But it's like, am I degenerate if I accidentally drink the ash water or like the Splatoon water accidentally? I know. See, Scott did that because I feel like he's accidentally done it because I've accidentally done it too.
Really?
And it's fucking nasty. But on that same level, I will one day make a fan drink my Navage water.
Oh my goodness. Good luck with that. My boy Scott here, he's done stuff like eating worms and put them in Bob Levy's blue cheese ass licking hot sauce, but I don't think Scott's ever gonna get down with anything like that.
I mean, worms aren't that bad.
No.
They weren't bad until Scott felt them moving inside of him because he didn't quite kill them first or anything. He just took them right out the thing and dipped them in the sauce, and he felt them wiggling in his mouth and other places.
Yeah, I wonder
that hot sauce let you know where they was in your belly.
Like I get the whole thing with the goldfish, you know, like how Steve-O used to do the goldfish.
They swim around,
throw it back up, and the goldfish is still alive.
Right.
I wonder how long it would take for the worm to like slowly like die from the stomach acid. I don't know.
Well, then he would crunch them, and then if I'm not mistaken, Scott, you would have multiple like pieces in your mouth that were still kind of wiggling around that you could feel because they still wiggle after even if you bite
get them in your teeth and
you had shit in his teeth.
I put that hot sauce though. It killed the worm pretty quick. The worm would only last like a minute, and that hot sauce and it died.
It's a real Lost Boys vibe.
Space Nerd's asking if a neti pot works. My own little version of it works. I just basically draw water up through my nose and kind of just let it cleanse myself out. I just spit it out in the sink or whatever. But it kind of works. I never thought I could do it, but when you have like allergies and you want to speak, I want my shit to be clear. I make myself do it. Red Bob Levy wants to drink your Navage water. Ooh.
Yeah, baby. Out of a chick's asshole. Let's do it.
Out of a chick's asshole. I don't know. Maybe so.
Well, I mean, I notoriously actually also have really bad allergies, my mother, and this is, I mean, it's the greatest. It's like, you know, my mom has like, she's had like terrible allergies her whole life. I think the doctor that removed the polyps from her nose said it was the most they had ever seen. It was like 89 polyps from her nose, like
damn
15 years ago. And like, they're these like fat, they're like, it's like mucus that has like all these little fucking hard fat cells in them or something. And it's really nasty stuff.
It sounds
And
like it.
and it comes back every once in a while. So like every once in a while, if I'm like sniffling or whatever, she doesn't even think twice about it. I'm like, yep, I got those allergies from you. She's like, yeah, I know. Sorry about that, son.
not mentioning the other allergies you might have, right? My girlfriend dared me to drink the black sludge in her bong. Yeah, went. Watch me. I drank it and then I puked in her car. Holy shit. Bob Levy would love watching. There, Dave's taking care of business right now with his Navage. Just hopped up on longer.
Just hearing that fucking makes me gag.
Holy shit. Bob Levy would like watching. They try to make Bob Levy puke sometimes on when they used to do the morning BS show, and they would show people like girls like have boogers hanging out their nose and shit. He can't deal with that stuff.
That stuff I can handle. I can handle the throw up sound. I can handle all that. What I can't handle is when somebody mentions something like that with like the black sludge, and it immediately fuck.
You're doing it to yourself. You're fucking up yourself just by thinking about the black sludge out of the bong, man.
I mean, it's because I was coughing. I was in a car and I took I took the thing down and like I can't do it. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to see you puke on air.
Oh my God.
Psych is saying that resin water, yuck, that's the worst. Like even when you're doing a hit and you accidentally, it touches your lips or it gets in your mouth, it's gross. I can't. Were we going to skate, Scott? You had more to say about that one?
I was at a band practice once and I thought I'd be cool. I was having my beer bottle sitting on my amplifier. Well, there come a point in the song wherever I was able to grab a beer and take a swig, but I grabbed my friend's chew spit bottle and took a swig of his chew spit.
We were just talking about this yesterday. Have you accidentally like drank in a juice bottle? Oh,
yeah, it's
shit.
terrible.
Fucking, that'll ruin your week, man. That shit will ruin your week. Ain't gonna kill you.
Our friend Dina Marie came in just in time to say, I came in to say hi, but now I want to puke. Just in time, Dina.
Here's the thing too about the lips. Like there's like this. So this is how nobody asks me this, but I make this up. But people always ask me what it's like to pee with, because I have foreskin still. I'm uncircumcised.
I'll mark that down on my sheet over here. Okay, got it. Foreskin.
Yeah, it's good. Mark it down. Foreskin, is that one of the words on the board? So I still have my foreskin, and the way I explain it to people is because I'm able to urinate with the foreskin, or if I want to, I could pull back the foreskin. So I know the sensation of both.
Show off.
And the only way I can really explain the sensation of peeing with foreskin, it makes it so much better. It's so much more satisfying. It's like the difference between drinking like a beer or a Pepsi, or not a beer, but I mean more like a Pepsi, like from drinking it from the cup or the can versus drinking it through a straw. And like you don't get the sensation on your lips the same way. And it's kind of the same way with your foreskin.
I've never heard this. Yeah, I kind of want my foreskin back now. I want to experience this, Dave.
We should start the movement. Give us back our foreskin. Hashtag.
I had it, bro. You say that as a joke. I had a friend of mine that when we got older and he realized that his foreskin was taking without any of his approval, he got into like this whole campaign about I want my foreskin back and finding out if he could get some way grow his stretch, because guys do that. They try to stretch their shit and try to get it back, man. So there you go. Holy shit. And you know, Sal famously from the Stern Show. I don't know if you're a big Stern Show fan back in the day, but he would put M&Ms and pennies and all kind of shit in his fucking foreskin pouch, bro.
Oh,
he would do weird bits on it from the Stern Show, and he also, all right, you don't have to divulge this. Scott's laughing because he remembers, I think, hearing a lot of this. Yeah. But Scott, he would do this, Dave, and you don't have to divulge whether you do this or not. But my dude said that he would do his business. He would do his jerkin business, little hand business. And then he would pull the foreskin over his shit to capture what came out and then he would run to the bathroom to release it.
Wow.
Put the logistics. Yeah, think of that for a second.
That is some next level cleanup job. Wow. Okay. That must have an interesting. I mean, I know that when I was really, really, really young, like the first few times I jerked off, I know that like I would get the sensation, but like stop just before anything would come out. Really,
Right.
I'm not even sure if I was old enough for anything to come out.
You're like,
but yeah, that's. I follow the bathroom after a nice jerk sesh too, but it's usually to clean my dick up and pee.
I know what Dave's going to be trying tonight at his house.
Yeah, this is different. That now pinch the helmet has a completely different term to me. It's like a completely different term now.
Yeah, Sal being a thinking outside of the box guy. Yeah, he did all kind of bits. And we were just talking yesterday, not that this is every bit related, but they did a bit where he put a little lapel mic on his foreskin mic, and he would make bands sing karaoke into his penis like this to get their songs played on the Howard Stern show, bro. He did all kind of shit with his foreskin. So you got ways to go with your foreskin.
I got to get a whole puppetry of the penis, puppetry of the foreskin going or something.
Space Nerd's puking, so she's obviously paying attention.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Nice.
Dave Daffler. We've had my friend Brian Kowalczyk check in. How you doing, BK? Dina Maria saying love the Space Nerd. Well, this escalated. Yes, it did.
Dave Daffler, the base of the Dabbleverse. Without him, nothing moves.
That is true. That is true. He is mighty generous for us, and he supports a lot of us podcasters, man. We wouldn't be where we are without him. Thank you.
Big fan of everybody, just like me. I mean, I see him everywhere because I'm everywhere. I'm in all the chats. I'm like, I think this is kind of one of the reasons why I've been getting trolled so hard by my friends, and it's like it's all the people in chat that like I've been talking to like for years. Like I'm talking, this goes back to, I mean, I've been trolling Stuttering John since 2017, 2018. And like the progression of all the show. And I must give it up to people like, look, I know that there's people out there that hate Shuley and hate Carl or hate Vince. And I get all that. And I just would like to put it out there that like, without them, I wouldn't even be able to watch John anymore. I have to watch it through some kind of median or some kind of filter like those guys. And Carl, you know, and even like guys like Kumia and Artie, you know, back in the day with the AA show, just like some fucking absolute gold. You know, I can't. It's hard for me to just watch this show straight through. So props to all these Dabbleverse content creators, man, and like it's fucking amazing.
Absolutely, man. And like I said, I like talking about the car wreck effect and talking about what everybody's talking about. But yeah, like Bob Levy and Shuley and all those guys, they actually did gigs and, you know, they worked with John. So they really have like that intimate knowledge of all of the in and outs and the minutia of how John really was behind the scenes and all. And so, yeah, I definitely agree with you that you kind of need everybody. And then, yeah, there's all kind of camps and factions out there. There's like pro Shuley, there's anti Shuley, pro MLC, anti MLC. Some of the people in my chat like and hate a lot of the same things, bro. But like I said, I'm glad that you mentioned that this is chat family, man. We see all of these same people in all of these shows. No matter where you go, you know you can dip in no matter what show we're talking about. And people are like, oh, hey, Dave. What's up, Dave? How you doing? I saw you on this show or whatever. Yep.
Yeah, man. It's great.
Mandy D says, I entered the Dabbleverse from a dickweed, LMAO, Tiffany, but it was worth it. See, and we got friends pulling their friends into this good. So it's all good fun, man.
Yeah.
So
and like when I go to these events, like I show up to whatever I can show up to. Like I went to the WATP event in Tampa. I live in East LA. I didn't get to go to DabbleCon, but like I go to Skankfest every year. I'm going to Hackamania. And like when I go to these things, I'm not going to go and meet Rocco or Cardiff Electric or Carl. I'm not going to meet. I met Carl very briefly, very quickly. I didn't even want to waste his time. He was like talking to fans and stuff like that. I go fucking get fucked up with the people in chat, doggy. Those are my people, man. And like, that's why I go to Skankfest. I go to Skankfest. I don't even go to the shows. Half the time, I'm just outside smoking cigarettes, doing drugs, drinking with all the people, talking Opie and Anthony, talking whatever, you know, anything Skanks related. And there's some Dabbleverse people that usually go too. So it's all fucking, I go to hang out with the other fans, and I don't make any mistake about it.
Well, that's cool. I went up to Pottstown, and I've been to a couple of regional events that I can get to, and that's what I like about it too, is that I hung out with chatters just like you did as well, and then Bob comes out and smokes with you. Like, these guys are just so down to earth. They'll just come out before you know it. You'll turn and on the same step, Bob's smoking with you, Shuli's smoking with you, whatever. So it's not like it's a us and them kind of thing. It's like when you're there, we're all part of that bigger, kind of larger chat family that you're describing.
Yeah, man. And it's like that's like I you know, it's kind of hacked now at this point, but like I love just going to the Comedy Store, and like I don't even go to the shows. I just go into the patio. It's free. Go buy a couple beers, sit on the patio. Oh, hey, Josh Potter. Oh, hey, Andrew Santino, Bobby Lee, fucking, and like it's fucking cool. These guys, and I get it. They're not the biggest, hugest, most gigantic stars in the world. And maybe a guy like Dave Chappelle, you're not going to just catch out on the patio, or Louis C.K. Maybe you're not going to catch those guys. But like in reality, like these guys are big stars. They're beloved by a lot of people, and they're very accessible. And I've always really liked that about comedians in general. And it's very, very different than like rock stars. And like I've grown up in LA my whole life, and I've met Danny DeVito, not had conversations with these people, but like met them in
passing and stuff.
Tom Hanks. Like I've never been more starstruck than like meeting Louis C.K. You know, like my head was in my ass, and like it was an amazing experience. I mean, I went to go see Louis' special at the Comedy Store in 2015, and after that show, that's what got me into doing open mics. I'm like, I want to do this. Now that's sort of changed a little bit, because what I really was craving was like this hang, because like, again, Opie and Anthony fan, even a Joe Rogan fan, it's like these people told us, like, in order to get this real fucking hang with people, like where you're busting balls and you're constantly laughing, there's never a dull moment, like you have to be a comedian and in a green room and doing it. But like once Discord came out, and you know, you go into like, you know, like the Kill Tony Discord channel is a good example of this. Like going in there and people are just fucking, fuck you piece of shit, suck my balls, your father's gay, my mother's a cunt, and like it's fun. And like I kind of get that like fulfillment out of it. And so stand up in general for me is like, I really enjoy radio and podcasting and all that stuff. That's something I will continue to do probably forever, even if I don't make any money out of it. But the open mic stuff and the comedy stuff, it's kind of waning with me a little bit, because I'm not like the point of it at the beginning was to meet these other comedians and other open micers so that we can hang out together and party and like
get a little rub, see where it leads, kind of, right?
Yeah, and like I don't need that anymore. So it's like, what am I really doing this for? Do I really have the passion for it? So we'll see. I'll do Hackamania. We'll see how it goes. I'm not in writing mode or anything like that. Like I never really was. If you see any of my fucking online clips, they're all garbage. So it is what it is. I love doing it, but I really just love hanging out with guys like you and, you know, whatever.
Cool. Well, I do believe the dynamics have changed, and we've talked about this before, because I think there's different kinds of funny. There's like stand-up funny. Not everybody can go on a stage and just force people to laugh at them, but some people do it, and they're very good at it. And me, I never saw myself as that way, but if I sit around and drink and smoke and sit around with a bunch of knuckleheads like yourself and Scott Fitzpatrick, eventually, if you're on air long enough, we might come across some funny shit that we say as we riff and go. So yeah, I grew up as a fan of radio too, bro, so I really relate to what you're saying.
Yeah, man. And like
and I think there's a shift going on. I think you're kind of right at the right spot, bro. If you're kind of like, hey, the stand-up maybe isn't what it used to be in general for the bigger comedians in general anymore. And if it's not your passion and you're kind of already in this podcast lane, this is a great way to kind of do a little bit of both. And you don't really need that big kind of viral community. I have a great chat family, and it's not the biggest community and all, but they support me financially and emotionally and spiritually, and it's good shit, man.
Yeah, and like the shit. I'll come back to it. Oh no. What I was gonna say was, okay, yeah, like and I've been accused of this too, and it's hard to kind of get away from it. Like, I can't help but sometimes make these, and it kind of, I mean, I guess it's stealing. Like, in a way, it's stealing. Like sometimes I'll say something from Opie and Anthony and not even realize that I'm saying it. Like, some of these things, because I've listened to it for
Subconscious
so long,
plagiarism, they used to call it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's sort of like these roast jokes too. It's like some of these roast jokes, they're the same joke, just the pattern's the same, it's just different. And I kind of do that sometimes with a lot of these, like one time I got called out one time, like a couple years ago. There was a really funny joke about, like, I remember Jim Norton. They're watching this really hot girl. It's Jim Norton, Opie, and Anthony. They're watching like this really hot girl walk across, walk around the studio. They can see her through the windows. And like Opie starts saying like, "Oh, did you guys notice what kind of handbag she had?" And Jim Norton goes, "I didn't even notice she had a head." Okay,
exactly.
It's fucking hilarious line.
Yes.
And so one time we're like, the same kind of thing came up during a podcast that I was on, and I said that same thing. I go, "I didn't even notice she had a head," and it was funny. It popped, and then like a few days later, you get a comment on the section like, "You fucking hack! You stole that from Opie and Anthony." Blah blah blah. Like, and so I just got to remember sometimes, like, yeah. Say the line, but it's better to reference and be like,
say it reminds me of a line that I remember hearing back in the day.
Yeah,
maybe that's a better
you gotta
way
do that. You gotta
to present it.
and I get it. But sometimes it just comes out. I'm like, where did I hear that from? You don't even remember most of the time. I mean, I've been listening to shit, fucking Tim Conway Jr. I go, oh, big stud, man. Like, I say all these things like that are like, or like 10-minute podcasts, a huge 10-minute podcast fan. I have a lot of D'Elia-isms in me and Brian Callen-isms. And like looking back on it, it's, you know, I can't help it. But like I was listening to this shit 10 years ago. And so I was listening to it for a long time. And a lot of that stuff rubbed off on me. And so I will sometimes catch myself kind of like acting like D'Elia or Callen or something. And I got to really curtail that a little bit because they're not the most liked people in the community these days, if you know what I mean.
There you go. Let's see. Lecter says,
I do that same thing with Theo Vaughn, gang.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, he says gang all the time like Theo Vaughn does, right?
Yeah.
Getting that, Scott?
Yeah.
I just watched that clip with him and Tucker the other day. Like, oh, I just do cocaine by myself. And I come back in, just another person. It's fucking great. He does the fucking gacker sound. Go,
Yeah.
Shit, man. So, all right, lecture for what? Try to catch up with the chat. Let's see. Jason Ellis versus the Sal Pouch Off. LOL. Yeah, Jason Ellis, that skater dude. He was on.
Yeah, I'm not a big
shows
fan
on
of the guy.
Serious. You say you're
Me
not?
either.
I've never met Jason Ellis. I don't know. I've seen his stand up, and it's on par with Kim Congdon's.
Oh, gee, really? Yeah.
It's very similar to Brendan Schaub's stand up.
Wow.
I mean,
okay.
I don't know.
That is pretty gay. Dave, have you met Perry Caravello?
No, I haven't. The whole Perry thing. I've been involved. I had a very, very good friend that worked on the Ding Dong show on the Don Barris for Don Barris.
Yeah.
And he and Perry and Don Barris don't get along. Right. And I'm also made the mistake one time by accidentally bringing up Perry Caravello on a show with Don Barris once, and he completely ignored me. Yeah. Not only from the question, but for the rest of the podcast.
He just tuned you out the rest of the show.
Tuned me out.
Oh.
And he's been very nice always, and like he can be a little prickly and stuff like that. But yeah, like the whole Perry thing. Like I've read the Kiwi Farms thing. I've read all that shit. There's like a whole thing with like the manager, like the handlers. There's a whole weird backstory between Don, Jimmy Kimmel, Perry Caravello. There's like this whole weird, I don't want to say Illuminati bullshit, but let's just say
strings are being pulled in the background. Let's say
the way they say it is, we'll back you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so people approached people like Don and Perry and said, all right, we'll back you. And I don't know if like Jimmy Kimmel, like Don Barris is Jimmy Kimmel's warm-up guy. So he makes a plush paycheck. I don't know how much he makes, but like you got to figure
Can't be bad.
You got to figure he's doing like it's a Hollywood gig. It's 3 hours a day, every single day. He's probably making a pretty good. That's why he doesn't really have to go on the road. And I got nothing against it. I love it. It's fine. But you know, the whole thing with Perry was that the argument against him was that like the producer kind of stole him away from Don. And like, I don't know if that's really the right way to put it, because you kind of fucked with the guy a lot. I mean, you can't blame the guy for being a little mad at you. I mean, you did a whole fucking movie about, they see each other every couple years to do the thing, but at every point somebody's fucking with them. And it's hard to tell how much of it he actually gets mad at and how much of it is a gag.
Yeah, just a put on.
It can't be good for his heart, man. Like I don't know how much longer a guy like that can do it. And I'll say one more thing. For all the people out there that say Perry Caravello is not making money, you don't know what you're talking about.
No, they don't.
That show makes money, bro.
Because they only watch the super chats, and super chats is the least of the fucking money that Perry Caravello Live makes. I'm on Discord a lot, and shout out Jim PCL because he's the boss.
Love the guy.
He does crowdsourcing, and I hit him up, or he'll hit me up, like about, hey man, you need a $10 for the gag or whatever bit you're doing. So yeah, between all of the 30s and the 50s that he's popping off on the media shares and the crowdsource shit and super chats, yeah, Perry's got layers and he's making bank. So don't ever worry about Perry.
I mean, it's like the fucking that I had no idea for the longest time that like supertip.gg was Melton's fucking website. Like that's amazing, man. Like we need more shit like that. We need more people that like can do shit like that. Like the interface is fucking awesome. I get it has its issues. And that guy Moody seems like he really fucking knows what he's doing. And like kudos to those guys, man. I hope that if Melton ever stops doing podcasting or whatever, that like at least he can make some money. Maybe in the future he'll have 40, 50 podcasters underneath him. He won't even have to podcast that often. He'll just be making money off of them a little bit. And that's fine because you built a platform. You're giving them more than what YouTube is giving them. Plus you're giving them these features like the AI stuff, and all, that stuff is awesome, dude.
Yeah,
you should look into shit like that.
It does pop off on there, and I've just heard recently that was kind of his own shit. And I have other like creators heard of other creators that are trying to adapt his technology for their show.
Yeah,
because this was great.
Thank you very much.
Says, I subscribe to Dave's channel, and you should too. It's at youtube.com/the @Dave Sarra, DAVESARR. They for those of you who are listening.
And you were mentioning this between you were talking about the transition between stand-up and like doing something else. And like not that whatever I ever did was considered stand-up, but I've felt for a long time not that the live shows, not that live podcasts are bigger than stand-up shows, but in my opinion, something like some places call it live comedy panels, not just like a live podcast. So these live comedy panels are on the uptrend and stand-up is on a downtrend. Not that stand-up
I see that
lower than you know, but I think like especially for somebody like me who smokes, I'm a jittery guy, I like to party and do stuff like that. I also talk like when I'm listening to podcasts all day. And I play with them. Like I do that thing where they're talking and I'll say a line and like try to like say something funny to myself. And like, that's just how so I'm constantly Quadfather just called me and I'm constantly like kind of like that. And, so I wanted to like, so I'm trying to like do that. So funny thing, before we found out, so where the Uncle Rico show was supposed to be in Huntington Beach, this place called Off the Wall is called the Rec Room. So I was supposed to have a show in August at the Rec Room. It was supposed to be the first episode of the MI Degenerate show, also known as AIDS or Live AIDS. And
great acronym. That's cool.
So yeah, it's all about the acronym, dude. I'm like, I need to make AIDS an acronym. How can we do this? My Degenerate Show. So it worked, and my whole thing has always been the Degen Den too. So it all kind of like fit on brand or whatever. And we made the logos, we made the artwork. I have the equipment for the video. I have the mics. I have the HDMI inputs. I wanted to do live on YouTube, live at the Rec Room. People send in their super chats. We're gonna make it sort of like, again, another sort of ripoff of Are You Garbage, which was like everybody gets a card on their table or sets of cards, and they can write, a degenerate story, or like, for example, like the whole, is it degenerate to like drink out of an ash cup or a bong water or whatever, or like stuff like you wake up and you're missing one shoe. Is that degenerate? You eat breakfast in the shower is shit that I've heard, like crazy shit like that. Like,
I've heard people say that, bro, to save time. One of I think it was one of the famous actresses says she eats in the fucking shower, bro.
Eats in the shower, and then you don't have to wash the dishes afterwards.
I didn't picture that, like rinsing your bowl
Yeah.
out. But yeah,
And
bro.
so I have had all these plans, and the good thing about the Rec Room was that they give you, even a no-name person like myself, I could get 100% of the door. I just have to, and it holds 200 people. And so I think their break-even point is like 40 people. So like, as long as you have 40 people there, you can get 100% of the door, minus the little fee through like Eventbrite.
Right.
But, they still have to do their 2-drink minimum and the food and all that stuff. So I was like on track to have about 100 people there. I was charging $15 a ticket. I was gonna, try to pay Earl Skakel like $500 to show up and do the show, because I sort of have a personal relationship with him, sort of. We're acquaintances through my co-host Chris Neff. They're very good friends, and they've been doing comedy forever. So I was just so fucking bummed when I found out about the Rec Room closing.
Yeah. Crazy.
So everybody got refunded whatever they had, and now I'm just kind of in the process of like finding another venue that's like practical and really it's more of like the door. Like if I can't get 100% of the door, then I don't really want to do it.
Right, if you just paid a flat fee to do all the work, that might not be as appealing to you, I would imagine.
Yeah, exactly. Like if I gotta, like, some of these places, like they make you put down 1,000, or and then you get 80% of the door, and that cuts in, and it's like, that was a really good thing that they were doing there. And I thought the place was making money, and apparently it was making money, but they're building apartments there now, which is gonna make them way more money. So
the land is worth more than what they were making at the comedy club, I guess. Yeah, but yeah, I think I've seen you in a lot more chats recently too, and I think it's a great way just to get exposure, because everybody in the chat community, when you go around, gets to know you. That's how Scott and I kind of made our bones in this community, because Shuli, when he left the Stern Show, he started up his own podcast, and he would do these shows like 10 o'clock at night. We'd be sitting around high and shit, and I would throw him chats, and he would be nice enough to put them up, and he would kind of laughed. Oh, that's funny. That's good. And then Bob got involved, and he kind of was hitting on him too. And I'm like, well, shit, if I'm getting all these pops kind of on this, maybe I should give this a little go and kind of just try to sit around and try to be conversational funny. So it's been a lot of fun, man. And so, yeah, I think that's a good way to kind of get noticed. And yeah, I act like I'm doing the show with them, and I kind of riff with them. And like you said, you send them some good one-liners in, and they'll notice it. They'll notice it.
Like this was like the knock a lot. So I've had some discussions with like Lemmy and stuff like that from BYB on the podcast, nothing like private, but like, the chat can a lot of the times, and this is like something that like Twitch really made famous. And like when Steel Toe was on Twitch, the only reason I would ever go and watch something like that, not that the show's bad or anything, but like the chat was fun. The chat is fun. Like
a lot of people don't realize that.
Or,
a lot of people
or
don't
an
realize
MLC that. Or on this show or Replayable, all of them. The chat like sometimes makes the fucking thing. And half the time you're not even listening to the fucking podcast. You're just interacting with people in chat, and like and like again, this is like one of the only stretches of time that like I've been broke. So like I'm a constant super chatter. Like I've been super chatting since super chats were made, and back even on Twitch, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna pull it right now, but I'll pull my yearly, like 2016 to 2017 or 2017 2018. Like I spent like $6,000 on super chats and like sending donations and shit like that. Like I was in the ditches. I was fucking doing it.
Okay.
And like it's fun. It's good, especially when you get a good line in there. And then, like it's also fun to like sometimes get past the censors, and you got to try to make it interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's like it's all about the chat.
And that's what I love about, because like you said, Bob and Shula, they're so generous. Like a lot of comedians don't want to admit when somebody maybe outshines them or gets a zinger on them or gets a funny line, but they're so generous. And Bob got so used to reading all of our chats that really you don't even have to super chat. If Bob notices you get even if the good line is about him and you get one on in, he'll read that fucking thing, man, because he appreciates a good line no matter who it's from and even if it's about him.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's the same thing. Like first time I went on BYB, chat was brutal, man. And you gotta just roll with that. You can't really say much. You gotta laugh. And sometimes, look, I was watching this. I got a little pissed off. Like I like Lemaire, which is one of the producers for the Man Shane Secret podcast, right? And he's out there in Austin. He's on Crack Amico's podcast, and like he's like throwing shade at like one of the fans, this guy T Sweeze or Sweezy, which is a guy that like shows up to Skankfest, fucking watches all the podcasts, fucking comments, likes, shares, subscribes, does all the things
deep in the game.
As a podcaster, you would fucking die for 100 Sweezy fans, like to be a fan of yours. Like you would die for those. And like sometimes like I do this too. Like sometimes like being like an edgy open micer or a comedian, like you kind of forget that like not everybody is also an edgy open micer. And sometimes you just gotta say thank you and move along, even if they're criticizing you. And like you don't have to go after everybody.
No,
and
you
so
don't.
So like I forget that sometimes too. And I always just try to play with people that I know will take it nicely. And that's also why, like, when I go into some of these chat rooms or voice channels and stuff like that, I can be a shithead, I could be drunk or high, and like I get that. But one thing I never minded, I never minded any, like, if the whole chat gangs up on me and talks shit about me, it's not that I like the attention, it's that I know I can take it. And I'd rather you do that to me than to somebody who's like, why the fuck you guys doing this shit? Like, I didn't come here for this type of abuse. And like, so I'd rather you do that to somebody like me that can take it instead of somebody that might like go home and harm themselves because of it. You know, like
what I've also noticed is that a lot of times it's a measure of the person, of you or whoever they do it to. And I've seen people where they would go at you, and like you said, you would take it in a good-natured way, and then they would turn it right around and they go laugh. They go, ha, just busting your balls. I've seen it it's happened to myself. It's happened to Chris Abels, where they go, oh, I was just fucking with you, Chris. Because if you laugh at yourself and they see you can take the joke, that's a lot of times, that's all the people really want to know is, can you take it? Can you roll?
Can you take it? Yeah, are you good-natured about it? Like, nobody's trying to get anybody mad over here. Nobody's trying to, like, I've made the mistake of calling some women on the internet fat pigs, and they don't like that, okay? So I got to remember, just let's go a little easy sometimes.
Yeah. And they're just trying to get a rise out of you. Let's catch up with some of these people. Lecture said that the Rec Room, she says, I went there to help Hack Ride set up the audio for Shuli, and then the show was canceled because the Rec Room shut down. It sucked. And I know Lecture, she was looking forward. That was going to be her first time meeting them all in person.
I know, man. I was so fucking pumped for that show, man.
She's a West Coast girl. And she's saying, Dave, Sarra, do you do shows in OC usually?
No, first of all, I don't do shows. I haven't done an open mic in a long time. But my buddy Chris Neff, he's been on the stand-up grind. He's looking to go back to the Comedy Store soon. So he's been hitting up everywhere. A lot of places in OC, like Santa Ana. There's a couple new. So So the people from the rec room, a lot of them started going to this place in Santa Ana. I don't remember the name of it. It's a brewery though. So I'm sure you can find it. Follow Weber. I forget his first name, but his last name is Weber. He's like a black dude, I think a half black, half something, frizzy hair. He was like the booker at the rec room, and he's been putting on these like open mic / bar shows for a while. And so like they've all kind of congregated towards like Santa Ana a little more, which is just another city in Orange County. Versus Huntington Beach, which is also in Orange County. But
so all the comedians just kind of gravitate and try to find that next open mic kind of spot. Huh?
Yeah, and I live in a kind of a fucked up area. Like I live in East LA. I live in Montebello, so it's like I'm like really like on a good day. So there's a lot of traffic in LA, obviously, and this was an issue too when I would do Kill Tony all the time because I was going to Kill Tony like every Monday when it was here in LA. Or like every other Monday. And like, I would get off of work at 5, go home, change, shower, whatever, bounce quick. I mean, just to go 20 miles in rush hour traffic, it takes an hour and a half.
Sounds like New York traffic as well. Yeah.
So like I'm barely making it there. And like, I got to go to Hollywood or North Hollywood or West LA. And like, these places are not very easy. And I just had to keep reminding myself, like when I was doing these open mics, like Bert's back room, which is gone now. Now it's like Vicky's closet or something like that. I guess Bert transitioned into Vicky. But like then they had like the fourth wall. They've got all the Ha Cafe, the fucking Comedy Chateau. There's just a lot more places out there that do open mics. And I got to stop making excuses because like people move from Mississippi or Idaho and to come here and do comedy. And so I got to remember that, like, if I really want to do this, I got to stop bullshitting. But before Hackamania, I need to get up a couple places and test out the material. So I will be doing that soon.
Well, that's cool. I hope to see you doing a kind of combination of things, Dave, because at least you got to have some great stories that if you do eventually transition to just doing podcasting, you can kind of maybe convert and go try this last bit and get on these stages, do Hackamania. Yeah. And then, man, you, like I said, you could do those kind of backstage things and just pop off and just, kind of build off of this, bro. That's kind of what I see for you. You're kind of in a transitional phase. So I hope it all works out for you real well, bro.
Thank you, man.
You can welcome to stay around as much as you want to. We've gone a long time here. It's like 2:32 here on the East Coast of the United States. We do like a thing here. We should have done it. I think Scott did one on his own. He took a piss break, and I know I kind of need one right now. So if you can come back after the piss break, that would be great. But if you need to leave now, I understand. So it's kind of up to you.
I'll be here.
Back? All right, so he's here. So it takes about 2.5 minutes. We're happy to have our friend Dave Sarra here today talking. I love just hanging out and talking to people. That's why I got into this, bro. So hang out here in the chat. Dina Marie says, I love these chats and making people laugh. That's what all this shit's about. But right now, I've been drinking water, having steady fun the whole time I'm talking. But I think I need a piss break. So we'll be back in 2.5 minutes with our friend Dave Sarra and a lot more fun right after this.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I think I need a piss break. Yeah, yeah. Watch me now. PP breakdown, PP breakdown. Break it down, PP, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
Yes, I did. I did in fact touch my people. Let's see. Oh, let me bring. Okay, so it looks like, I don't know. Let's our friend Dave's signal drop. Oh, he's come back in. He must be having a signal issue. Maybe I had to take a piss break. Okay, so let's take care of some business first right here before I bring everybody back in. One of the person, Scott, is fake swigging, fake pissing. He's back. Let me bring a friend in, and I'm going to bring Dave back in, too. Let's say hello to the bro you know. He joins us when he can. He takes breaks from podcasts to do other podcasts. It's Bobby Nick Havens.
Hey.
Dominic. And let's bring our
Not
friend
much.
Dave, and we're going to bring our friend Dave Sarra back in. How you doing? It's Dave. Hey, you're back, buddy. We're all back.
Bobby.
Hey, Dave. How's it going, man?
Good, man. How are you?
We're just
Not too
having
bad.
fun. Having fun hanging out with our friend Dave Sarra. They're having a great conversation about all kind of stuff that went on around the Stuttering John and just all the crazy other shit that it leads to. I wonder if Dave Sarra has tried Dr. Pepper and pickles. I know he loves pickles. Dave, have you seen this new
Cage?
The online trend, Dr. Pepper with pickles inside of it? Did you see that?
Yep. Pickleback. Little whiskey with some pickleback. I thought that shit would be disgusting, but it's quite delicious, actually. It's like drinking pickle cum, which I also enjoy.
And I know in my area, and I've heard other people do this too, they do pickle shots, Dave, where they'll put pickle juice and vodka together and do, I don't need that.
I've never done the vodka, but yeah, the pickleback I've had, like the pickle juice with after a shot of whiskey, and it's surprisingly very tasty. I don't know what it is. I hate, like, it's always kind of grossed me out when, like, especially girls, when they'd buy those fucking bagged pickles, the giant ones.
Yes.
And fucking eat that shit like after school or something like that. It's just disgusting to me. But and like pickle juice never seemed appetizing to me. I like pickles, but the pickleback, I was surprised at how it cuts through the whiskey very well and gives a nice salty aftertaste. Like
it must be a similar thing with the whole Dr. Pepper and pickle sensation, but that's a new viral trend. We kind of talked about that earlier. Our friend Live Ween is saying hello to Bobby Nick. Here comes all the love when you come in. Dave Sarra, piss break link. There you go. During the piss break, Electra, our friend, put out your link. So please subscribe to Dave Sarra. Help him. Maybe you'll see. Maybe he'll do some of what we're talking about, and maybe do some of that video. Maybe see some raw guerrilla video of the non-performance stuff. Give us the flavor of the what's going on out there. Hey, Bobby from Big Kahuna. Cheers, Bobby Nick from Donkey. Love pickle shots, said our friend Psyche. He's down with the pickle shots. Wow, Dave films his piss breaks. I'm in. I think you took your camera and like filmed your wiener, man. They filmed your piss break. I'm saying, pickle Jack. He's saying a pickle back, not a pickle Jack.
Pickle Jack. Well, Pickle and Jack don't come back.
Don't come back. Pickle and Jack. So what's good? You said you kind of doing. You mentioned a couple times that you're going to be doing some boats and stuff. So what are you going to do with the rest of your day? And kind of where can we find you? Like after they're not seeing you here on BF Live, man. What's up?
Just please, guys. Thank you very much for having me. Love you guys. Anytime. I know it's tough in the mornings. If I'm not home or if I go to the studio, then I can go and do that. But just find me on Instagram. Well, not on Instagram. Find me on Twitter and on YouTube. Dave XL on Twitter. You'll find me if you just type in Dave Sarra. Again, hopefully look out for the Am I Degenerate show coming up, Live AIDS. And that'll be coming up soon. If I have to do just like an internet version of it, then I will. But really what I'm looking to do is, and so maybe if Electra or Hack Ride even have some suggestions, I'm really looking for a venue that will, that has internet that I can do live video, 3 camera shoot maybe 2, 3 cameras, fucking live on the internet, live from a place, and then just get it all together. Like get all like the 2 worlds, sort of like, you know, that old school kind of Kill Tony vibe where you have it's live on YouTube and live at the Comedy Store. And like I've always loved that aspect of it, and just kind of live comedy panel, very casual. You know, hecklers are wanted and appreciated. We want we want it to get rowdy in there, and that's the kind of show that I like. It's not like somebody's stand up where like everybody's got to be quiet and there's no heckling. Like we want that degenerate vibe, and so I hope to bring it someday. Thank you guys so much. I do have to go clean some boats right now.
Yeah,
Bobby, you're great. Been following your show. The other Bobby, you're also great. Always watching the show. Thank you to everybody in chat. Thank you so much. I'll be around, buddy. Thank you.
All right, we'll keep putting your links out there. Our friend Dave Sarra, thank you for joining us here. Finally on BF Live. And bro, I know this for a fact. We'll get you down on the calendar at some point. Chris kind of does the planning for Replayables, but we definitely want to have you back on Replayables again, bro.
Yeah,
okay?
Replayables is great, and just the time, you know, it's later in the day for me, so it just makes it easier for me if I have to either get to the studio or I can do it from the house. Plus, I love to drink, baby. So
well, we're gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it. Fucking A. Dave Sarra, man. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll catch up again with you real soon. All right, buddy?
Later.
Take care. Have a great one. There he goes, the Dave Sarra, man. Well, that was awesome. I kind of threw that link out. We kind of missed out on each other when everything was going down. He was nice enough to reach out to me after the fact and say, hey, BF, I'm sorry about that. Tried to respond. He was in a place that didn't have a signal at the time. Maybe the message didn't make it to me in time. But either way, we got him here. Live. Oh, 80s AIDS is checking in and saying live AIDS. Don't get jealous, 80s AIDS. Don't get jealous. Live Ween is saying down with the pickle shots. Come on, down with the pickles. We're going. Lecture saying Bobby Nicotine CQ. Bobby Nick. Hey, Donkey. BYB, what's up? He's there checking in. He said you called him. Let's see. Thank you. There you go. No problem, man. I already got a message from Dave. No problem. It's fun hanging out with Dave. I'm glad we finally got to hook up. Nice. Having some just different conversation. Didn't know where that was going to go. Boats and Hose from Psych. Hey, BYB from Tiffany. Thanks, Dave, for being on the show. RBLQ, you're great, even if you suck. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to have to go to In-N-Out and get pickle Dr. Pepper, LOL. Film it. Picture didn't happen. Yo, Tiff from BYB. Cheers, Ironsides. Wait a minute. I know that reference. Ironside. Cheers, Ironsides. Dave Sarra, nice visit. Thank you, Jerry. Electra, we never mentioned In-N-Out. God, we have none. We have none. I don't have In-N-Out near me neither. That's West Coast is a thing. Let's go back in some of these chats because I know I was trying to keep up with some of the chats, but also stay engaged in the conversation. So I might not have been putting them up in the same time as I was. But it was great, man. Great having Dave here and kind of just talking about everything that went into that and then just having good conversation in general. Why don't we got like about a couple 15 minutes to go. Why don't I get into it because I can do a little something here. Why don't we get into the National Day Count? We'll check out just some of them, I guess. We can do a little of that real quick since we got a half hour to go. Sorry, Live Ween. Let's see, it's Thursday night, so I'm not going to be doing nothing tonight after this. But I'll show you boys got some no filter going on tonight, right, Bobby Nick?
We do, and we'll be celebrating Wendy Pack's birthday. We celebrated it last night on her channel, but we're going to do it again tonight. We're going to do it again tonight, everybody. So, yeah, should awesome. Be a blast.
Wendy is cool, and I'm happy to count her among our friends on BF Live. And my friend in general. Let's see if you can help her out and put a little birthday. You want to put a little birthday surprise in her PayPal. You can do it right here directly at that address. wendypack82@gmail.com. wendypack82@gmail.com. You want to wish her a happy birthday? A little cash. Sorry. MU sound was potato. No, my sound was. That was all right. It was internet. It got better, man. It's all good. Thanks for checking in, Dave. And thanks for already. He's already left me a private message saying thank you very much. So that was very thoughtful of you to think of that right away. I hope you have a great day, man. It was nice catching up with you. That's what I got into this for, to meet interesting people and to have fun conversations. Why don't we, I guess, try to get into something. How about, let's do this instead. Since birthdays they change every day, and Scott is so excellent about always submitting like these celebrity deaths and birthdays and all this stuff, and once the day go by, they're gone. Why don't we do that, and this will have some good conversation. Let's do the celebrity death report for today. Let's do some of that. Come on. BF Live, Celebrity Death, Marriage, and Divorce Report. They lived, they loved, they died. Booyah! Look. And Dave can't get enough. He's still hanging out with the chat family. Shout it out, Wendy. Said you were great, Dave. Want to listen more? He says, damn it, from all his spelling issues. Good show, Dave, Sarah. All is good. Dave, go. Dave, go. Dave, go. He got to go home. Dave, Sarah, just so you know, Electra posted a link to your page with the caption, Dave, Sarah, piss break. That's why I made my comment. There we go. He's saying thank you, and giving the hearts and the love. Haha, the donkey. He says, okay, thanks for clarifying. It's all good here, man. We got a great chat family here. Why don't we get into it? Let's get into the celebrity death report, and we'll kind of pull this train into the station today for this great day that it has been. So let's see. It is May 16th, 2024. We'll finish up the show like this, talking about the celebrity death. Actually, let me go to this other page because Scott gave me some good regular ones. Yeah, Bobby Nick, and I introduced Pickles and Dr. Pepper to Scott, who he missed it yesterday.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Scott?
Doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound like it'd be good.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think I'd ever try it. I like pickle juice. I don't like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I would drink them separately, but not together.
I wouldn't drink Dr. Pepper. I don't know. I never have liked it.
Electra is letting Dave know that she knows of some venue. Message her on Twitter or something, and maybe you guys can get together on something. Donkey Kong says, don't want you thinking I'm a weirdo that randomly comments about your piss breaks, Dave, Sarah. That would be Electra. Yeah, who would think anybody in my chat was a weirdo or me? Come on, man. I'm still shopping for Mr. Abels. Yeah, and I was going to let you know that during the piss break or right after the piss break, I literally have a notification picture of what Dave Daffler is sending to Chris Abels' house. Currently on the way to Chris Abels' house is a bottle of something called Happy Nuts. It's comfort cream for your sack. Don't ask me why, but I do have a legitimate screenshot that it will be arriving Tuesday, May 21st at Chris's house. So we'll be expecting, let's see, Happy Nuts, Chris. Happy Nuts to you.
Oh, yeah, he'll have some Happy Nuts then. That'll be good for him. I think.
Okay, happy. So I got that during the show, so it's kind of hard to concentrate when you see like shit like that coming in. Dave says that would be awesome to get together, message, and talk about some venues out there. True, Donkey. I'm the weirdo around here talking about piss break. Haha, no worries, Donkey. You didn't, and you can't offend Dave. Electra, try interviewing Andy Dick, Billy John on Hollywood Boulevard. Donkey is laughing. Isn't Dr. Pepper just root beer in a Coke? It's like it's root beer with an attitude. It's like fancy root beer, like with the up looking down its nose at you. Start a podcast, and I'm there, Dave S. There you go. See, that's what I'm saying. It sounds like Dave had, like, Scott. Weren't you relating to some of what he said about because he was saying about not really being a stand-up guy or whatever, but he kind of went that way, and
yeah.
I was definitely feeling some of his vibe when he was kind of figuring out that he can make bones putting these kind of chats in, right?
Right, yeah. Because I couldn't write a joke, but when stuff come up organically and live, it seems to be more my niche.
Good. That's a great point, bro. And I think that's the difference in what we're talking about here. That's what we said. Like, maybe me and you can't stand up on a stage and come up with a line and go, I'm going to say this and force you to laugh. But yeah, I think there's conversational funny, and I think there's a stand-up comedian funny. Maybe we're not stand-up comedian funny, and hopefully maybe we're just funny enough to do this. He's tough. He's tough to shop for, talking about Chris Abels. Dave, Sarah, I have pissed off multiple people who previously told me they couldn't be offended. Oh, shit. He says, yeah, all I needed to do was go out and come back in, because when we came back from the piss break, it fixed the sound. It's okay, man. It was levels, bro, and we can hear you great most of the time. Okay, Jerry Lehane, I would love to be strapped, though, to talk with the weirdo. Hello. Uh-oh, challenge accepted from Donkey Kong. Oh, yeah. You're going to try to offend him. He accepts He said the challenge accepted. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I have something just like that.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted from Dave Sarah. Dave Daffler from Live Ween. Some ideas for Chris. Whoopee cushions, liquid ass because it smells worse than anything, a straight jacket, Diet Coke and Mentos, glitter bomb. Electra says Scott is organically funny 100%. See?
Thanks.
Right, and so that's the difference, I think. And I think that Dave, when you try too hard, I'm not talking about just Dave, anybody, like you said, Scott, you can't really forcefully write a joke. When anybody tries too hard, I think sometimes you get lost in the weeds, or you're trying for a goal that ain't there. But if you're just talking and being honest it always seems to be the funniest shit, Scott.
Yeah.
Straight honesty, just like you said, just looking at something and reacting it and saying that first thing that comes in your brain and not being scared to say it. That's where the humor comes from for me. I've already sent most of your list. I was thinking about Liz having fun too. Uh-oh. For nut cream? I don't know about that.
Oh. Yeah.
Nut cream. Merkin wax, icy hot for Chris's lips, and crack when he passes out drunk, and a E-stem machine. Dave Sarra offended me, so I subscribed here. Dave Sarra, that sounds like the name of a show. Dave Sarra offended me. Dave Sarra offended me right there. It's easy. Right here while you're on YouTube, just do the / @ Dave Sarra, DAVSARRA. Medieval catapult with Chris-shaped basket on the way from Liveween. Mandy D says, I chased my dog. I'm back, Bobby Nick. And you're getting the shout out, Bobby Nick.
Hey,
Mandy D sees you're here. I prefer gay honesty over the straight kind. Hey, hello, Frisco. Well, come on. Where are you at? Come on, hello.
Hello, Frisco.
There you go.
That is true, because if you know some gay people, they can be brutally honest with you. Go ahead, girlfriend. Oh, just get out of here. Happy Nuts is a real stocking stuffer, that says Dave Daffler. Electra, thanks for the link. He got it. Jerry did. And Bobby Nick has a great channel too, and she just put your link out there because she's doing some great mod stuff for us. Thank you.
Yeah, she is.
And I want to thank her for she's also kind of inspired on her own, kind of helped me with that shirt design of the design idea you said would be a good idea for the shirt, Electra. So thank you. I'm going to kind of take that art you've given me, and you motivated me to run with it, and I'm going to be setting up some merch stuff soon. So thank you. Avocado. No. Let me get into this before Dave gets started. In our celebrity death report story or person, we acknowledge today. The first one is Sammy Davis Jr., babe. Ka-chunk, babe, as they say. Ka-chunk, as they say. Yeah, man. This hip cat, he was born in 1925, and he died in 1990. On this day, May 16th in 1990, age 64. I didn't know he was quite that young. All these guys seem older to me when I was growing up there, Scott.
Yeah. I thought he was older than that myself.
Now, my familiarity with Sammy Davis Jr. when I was growing up as a young kid, he would be like that guest. He would be the token black guy, I guess. But he would be like the guest on all like the Dean Martin roast and all the celebrity roast and all that stuff, baby. It's a weird wild.
The Brat Pack.
Part of the Brat Pack, baby. Yeah,
or the Rat Pack. Rat Pack, yeah.
Actually, right. That was right. You're right. That was the Rat Pack, the legit Rat Pack. But yeah, so there you go. So he was like the brother among the group of Frank Sinatra and all them. And I heard his song because like I said, my brother and sisters played the Candy Man or something like that on the radio. So there you go. Sammy Davis Jr. He died on this date. Famous celebrity death on this date in history, May 16th. Let's check out our next one in the celebrity death report. Oh, this is a pretty decent one, Scott. Let's see. Go to the top of this one. We'll all relate to this one. And yeah, this was a tough one. We put it up here. And Bobby Nick will relate to this too, me and the music guy. Yeah. On this date, Ronnie James Dio.
Oh, yeah.
Dio.
Yeah, that sucked.
That kind of surprised everybody. I remember at the time when Dio passed, it's like, it seemed kind of sudden at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, the way Kurt Cobain probably affected Bobby Nick, this one kind of got me. It was the first time a music person dying that kind of got me.
I really did. I seen that, Scott, at the time when he passed away. Like a lot of people really took this one hard. That's why I kind of say maybe that's why I think it was sudden, because I do remember the reaction to, and people were like, "Oh, Dio, we love Dio. I can't believe Dio is gone." But yes, Ronnie James Dio, who kind of sang, he sang in Rainbow. He sang for Black Sabbath at a time, and he also had a great solo career. What else, Scott?
He sang for Elf.
He sang for Elf. I'm not familiar with that one. What do you know
from
Elf?
That was one of his early bands.
Well, thank you. I didn't know that. Yeah, he replaced Ozzy Osbourne in Black Sabbath as the lead singer. What a job some shoes to have to fill. But he had his own style and his own power. And I love the Last in Line, his solo song, bro. I like Ronnie James, the Last in Line. I love that guitar solo. It was almost like two songs, Scott.
Yeah, he always had the great guitar players too.
He had that really soft melodic part of the song, and I just thought that was beautiful, like a song on its own. And then it goes, and then on our way home, and it just kicks into like a whole. It's like two songs in one. That's what I love about The Last in Line. So, good.
Oh, you can't forget he's the one that made the this here popular, which is my.
Oh yeah, the devil horns. He does get a lot of credit for making the devil horns, and you saw him do that all the time on stage and in videos and stuff. So yes, so today
Dio had a fucking amazing, powerful voice. You know, like
he had that rock operatic style kind of voice. You know, absolutely, unique singer, and kind of surprised everybody when he passed away. But he passed away on this day. I missed the year on that. Let's see, what year did he pass away? Just so we can kind of know, because it was kind of a little longer than I thought. Oh, it was 2010, guys. Ooh,
it's been that long already?
Fuck, it's like 14 years. That's happened to me get older, man. We start counting in tens and shit. So on this day in 2010, Ronnie James Dio passed. Let's cover a couple more. I got a couple more of these celebrity deaths I want to share with you, and then I got a video, and then we're gonna get on down the road. Jim Henson, the famous puppeteer, Muppet creator of the Muppets and all of that universe, he passed away on this day at the age of 53 from pneumonia. You talk about another guy that died before his time, Bobby Nick.
Yeah.
This guy. Yeah. And it seemed like such of a preventable thing, like pneumonia. He seemed like I remember the mentality at the time, it just seemed like he was just overworked. He never really cared about his health from what I understand. And I don't think he was ever, I don't know if he's necessarily under the doctor's care at the time or he even knew. But 53 years old, that's awfully young, but he gave us Kermit, Miss Piggy, Sesame Street, all of that stuff. The Muppet Show, Cookie Monster, the Grouch, all of that stuff. A crazy talented dude that left his mark on the world in a big way, and he'll probably live on for years. Jim.
Yeah, he gave us a lot of our childhood. You know, seriously.
Man. Absolutely, man. Definitely a pivotal guy. Bobby Nick, how are you awake? I'm still begging for a nap from the Jack Shack, buddy.
Well, yeah, we were on Uncle Jack's show last night, having a lot of fun. I was bouncing around actually. I was like from there to Jason Bardo X's podcast to Wendy Pack's birthday celebration. So yeah, we were all over.
And that was after Replayables, which we did 2.5 hours. And then Tiffany did BF Live with me. So I know you got to be fried, girl. You have to, because I know I was fried after Replayables. I was toast, Bobby Nick. I tend to pass out like right after Replayables.
Yeah, it's a crazy day for podcasting yesterday. I popped on a test stream with the Big Kahuna, Mrs. C, and Mr. Big Shot.
Nice.
That was fun too.
Yep, I can't even keep up with. That's why I would say you got to keep up with Bobby Nick, man. You turn YouTube on, you're liable to see Bobby Nick on something. Dave Daffler, these nuts are real stocking stuffers. Lecture says, "Yay, BF Live merch! I'm so there for it." Well, thank you for your help with it. You were nice enough to pick up on something I said during the show, like you guys do on Catch 22 and Hack Ride's show, and you picked up on it, and you were like, right away, you're like, that's a t-shirt, BF. And not only did you pick up on it, you were nice enough to have like some art kind of in my inbox, kind of by the time I was done the show. Thanks for helping me with that.
Yeah, she's done that to me before. So
I will.
Awesome.
So yeah, I got I've never really been a big merch guy. I don't really have that angle yet, but now I have like that little saying going. I got the Buffalo going, and we kind of it sparked some ideas. So maybe I got to get some merch going. No modding for me. I would accidentally delete the whole show, says Mandy D. Donkey Kong says you watch Zoom Court live streams too. LOL, Mandy. I love the Dean Martin roast. They were the shit, man, because those guys they took it as well as they gave it. Nobody walked away with their butts hurt like Tom Brady. Have you heard like there's been repercussions of that, Bobby Nick? Like he's so
he's saying that it hurt his family and shit
I'm famous and rich and whatever. I mean, come on now. You know what you're signing up for, and you know there's likely to be shrapnel. You know, somebody's going to take hits from it. But yeah, I couldn't take all the crying afterwards from that either. But let's just say he wouldn't have held up well in the days of the Dean Martin roast when they had guys like Joe Namath and like all the big football players, and they just ate whatever shit was served to them. I mean, Sammy Davis Jr. got every racist joke thrown at him back in those days, Scott. That's all they threw at him.
Yeah.
What is
I thought
Zoom
Tom
Court?
Brady would have took it way better than that. Nikki Glazer was my favorite off that, by the way.
Nikki Glazer always kills at the roast. Say what you want about Nick. She's a lot funnier than Amy Schumer or a lot of these other women out there. I think that Nikki Glazer is like the top roast chick because she gives no F's and she writes pointed jokes that are built for the show. She does what you're supposed to do. She goes and has pointed attacks. Haha, Mandy, I ruined a few of streams myself modding days. Sammy did a great deal for black community, babe, for Black for Horse symbolically, babe. Who can take a sunrise? Jacqueline Martling doing Cancer Man is a classic. King of all this is checking in. What's up, King? How you doing? King and Corn. Zoom Court is going to court on Zoom. Thanks, COVID. Donkey Kongington from Dina Marie. Donkey, you got to check out Court Zoom. Yeah, I bet there is. I can imagine there's some good viral videos of people saying some hellacious shit doing some Zoom Court. Hey, King of all dabblers from Tiffany, Washington. Zoom Court, sorry, LOL. It's just hearings held on Zoom. It's a court Zoom courtroom. Dave from King of all dis. Dio, yeah, she knows what's up. Lennon's death made you angry. Yes, that he was taking out so carelessly by like a jealous kind of deranged fan. That was another unnecessary death. And I do remember that. That was kind of reported, did halftime on like Monday Night Football, I think, one night when I was a kid. Let's see. Follow Law Talk with Mike. Donkey Kong says, "Oh, thanks, going to check it out." Space Nerd says, "Dave Daffler, I immediately thought of that," which was the last thing he said, which I don't even know. I'm going to get on. Let's see. 1980, talking about John Lennon. Donkey Kongington on LTWM channel. There is a legitimate defendant whose name is D's Nuts. Space Nerd says, talking about right, Jerry Lahane. There's my link tree running. Dave Daffler is laughing at, or Donkey is laughing at Dave. Dean Marie says, "Ooh, I remember when he passed, I was so sad." I think she was talking about Dio then. Ween used to do a live parody of These Eyes by the Guess Who called These Nuts. I would like to find that. These nuts squirt every night for you. This dick. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I gotta go. Follow it before I forget. If I forget to come back, y'all have a great day. Donkey Kongington. 666 Donkey. Thanks, man. Bones up. AIDS. Just
Bobby Friend, I gotta say something. You know what I'm loving? A lot of these chatters are getting the balls to get on shows. I've been on shows. I've been on shows with Tiffany Washington this week. The Big Kahuna.
Yeah.
Live Ween is out there too.
I've only seen Live Ween's guitar here on Discord, but yeah, we were kind of talking about that a little earlier. Then we talked about how I just saw Kai on I saw Kahuna on Kai's show this morning briefly, right as I woke up. So I know that he's out there doing something. And yes, of course, I had the lovely Tiffany Washington on here yesterday, so she kind of helped me fill some time. It was great hanging out with her yesterday, and she helped me extend the show, even though that wasn't the goal. It was still appreciated just the same. Creative genius, that was my childhood and adulthood. Let's be honest. Oh, there you go. Yep, Space Nerd. Yes, I was so sad when Henson died, says our friend Donkey Kongington. Yeah, 53. That was quite a surprise. Nobody saw coming. Dave Daffler says, Donkey Kongington, actually, there's two of them. There's a 400-pound black lady, and the other is transitional guy who's only 2 years behind and around. Okay. No, with Jim Henson. We have Tukey, LOL. She's fine without Jim Henson. Avocado smiles and avocados from Dave Daffler, of course. Tiff, is this AI Bobby Nick? I don't know. Is this AI Bobby Nick? Let's check.
I am a robot.
Aha, see, I peeled a layer off. It is a robot. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And then you'll find it. Let's see. There's two of D's nuts. Who'd have thunk? There's two D. You gotta have two nuts. That's right. Space Nerd, only Adam knows. Space Nerd, because hope sells. I'm surviving on coffee, Monster, Excedrin, and weed. Hope sells. That is right, Live Ween. Mean Bean, Loca Mocha, or Salted Caramel. There's your varieties today. Donkey Kongington. Those roasts were amazing, Dina Marie 84. Electra agrees. On those roasts, nothing was off limits. LOL. It was so shady. You just right. They didn't care, man. It was open and honest, so you knew who you were dealing. I'd rather have somebody be open and honest than be fake in my face and then tell those kind of jokes behind my back. Just let's do it. Let's riff. Electra, I could watch them every day. I've fallen down rabbit holes of watching Dean Martin roast back to back. Foster Brooks being drunk on there. Oh, funny shit. Did Tom Brady ever watch a roast? Too many hits to the head. Right, space nerd. And like you can't cop out and say, well, I can take it, but my family can't. You kind of know, just like every other story that's ever been in the press about you, your family and your ex is going to get caught up in it, especially a roast. Tom Brady can suck an egg. Dina Reese, a space nerd. Exactly. It's like Roger on American Dad. Check it out if you haven't seen that one. Dave says Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast has been in the news lately. This is all brilliant, John. This is all brilliant. This is all brilliant, John. That's what you say when you're trying to brush something off and they're Rich. Ain't this good? Ain't this good, Richard Lewis? Ain't this good? Yeah, it's all brilliant. Yeah, brilliant, John. All brilliant. Nikki,
it might have been sarcasm.
Exactly. That's what I was getting at. Yes, absolutely. It sounded like, because you know Richard Lewis is kind of a form of
yeah, he's a
comedy.
sarcastic type of guy.
Fuck yeah, a total like yeah, right. So I can definitely see in that be a cut like, hey, look, I got this, and you could see just an annoyed Jew going, yeah, John, you're the greatest. This is all great. It's all great. Just to shut him the fuck up. Nikki Glazer is the best roaster. Electra agrees. Dave Daffler, I hear someone famous wrote it. I need to see the full Brady roast. Is it on YouTube in full? It is on Netflix. They did that on Netflix, Space Nerd. Check your Netflix local listings. Dave Daffler's getting the laugh from the Big Kahuna, who we saw this morning. She was great on Holly Weird Squares with Wendy. Oh, I have to pull the old Holly Weird Squares. I'll do one of those. I love Don Rickles. Rickles, another dude that didn't care. And he would just slay. He would slay wives, everybody. Right, Scott?
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. Actually, now sitting and think about it, he was ruthless.
Absolutely, because you would sit there, and even as a kid, like you might not have grasped the nuance of every joke, but you knew from the reaction of the people that he was like getting digs in, man. And some of the shit you did get when he would talk about the wives, or he would do the racial humor, or just about somebody being an idiot. Yeah, a great, brilliant comedian.
And his facial expressions when he'd tell the jokes is like he was mad.
Yep, and then he had the nerve to go after Sinatra a couple times. I love the joke he tells where he goes, hey Frank, I'm here with my lady, and it would be really impressive upon her if you came up to our table and said, hey, Frank Sinatra, hey, Don Rickles, man, how you doing, man? My girl would be really impressed. So he sets Frank up like that. So Frank, sure enough, to oblige Don Rickles, walks over to the table and he goes, hey, Don, how you doing, man? He goes, hey, man, what are you doing? Can't you see I'm having dinner with this lady here? Why are you bothering me? And he totally set up Frank Sinatra to bust his fucking balls. I love that Don Rickles story. That's a great story. Busted his chops. Rickles was the best roaster. Dave Daffler, as part of Time Magazine's most destructive moments in human history, Rickles was the best for sure, says Psych. Everybody's got the love. I love it. Still waiting for my ex-wife to make a death list. Hey, all, I'm driving again, so not in chat, FYI. But that's all right. Thanks for letting us know, King. Be safe. You don't have to chat us know. It's just enough to let us know you're here. Be safe, and we keep you company for the rest of the time we're on. Brickles, yes, Brickles you can see as an alternative character, probably over on the Hack Ride Studios Patreon. Maybe there's still some Brickles and some Norm over there. Let's see, Dave Daffler, Bahaha from Dina. Bye, Donkey Kong and Tim from Dave Daffler. Hey, all, have a wonderful day, and see you again. She knows it. Thanks, Space Nerd. Thanks for having the great attitude, giving us great feedback and great energy. Thanks for your super chat and letting us know that we help you get you through your day. That touches my heart. Thank you. I'm back, says Dave. You never left. I didn't know you left there. Where's that one? I think I have that one. She never left.
I never left.
I never left. Smiling. Middle finger for me, says Mandy D. Scorched Earth Jake is fun. Hiff destroying hours on end. Maybe we think Tiff. Yes, Tiff destroying hours on end. Hi, King of all dabblers. Bye, Space Nerd from Donkey Kong. And then thanks, Jerry from Tiffany Washington. Bye, Space Nerd from Psych. Probably is AI Bobby Nick. He should be asleep, says Mandy D. They can't believe that you're awake. I got the Rainbow Connection in my repertoire. Really? Someday you'll find it. Some of that. I want to hear Rainbow Connection solo, Scott. The Rainbow. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Someday
or mixing a little Bob Levy reading Rainbow.
The Rainbow Connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me.
Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look in the book. Reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Friends to know and ways to grow. Reading rainbow. I swallow Is that a fucking kid's book? Friends to know and ways to grow. Reading rainbow. Reading rainbow. Reading rainbow. I'm reading. I'm swimming. I'm a bat in the pool. Look at me go. Levy is such a stupid name.
There you go. I only knew a lady named L.A. When I called her L.A., she said, "No, my name is La-A, bitch." I am La-A. La-A. You talk La-A. How you doing, girlfriend? La-A. You could say I'm Electra, bitch. Okay, I'm Electra. Let's see. Loca Mocha Donkey from Tiffany, Washington. L.A-A. La-A is best. It's the best L.A. Doors song. Yeah. L.A. Yeah. La Dache Woman Sunday afternoon. The Rainbows Connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and I just now can see all the messages. Well, there you go. You figured something out. The connection. Wow, my typing is sucky. Nice as Donkey Kongington. LOL to Live Ween. I think Liz needs a 7-foot cactus. Thoughts? Lecture says, "Oh yeah. Get the Hollywood Squares with Wendy. I haven't seen it. Holly Weird Squares. I will do that." LMFAO Dave Daffler. Take care, Space Nerd from Live Ween. Live Ween is laughing at Dave. Dave Daffler from Live Ween is trying to order Corgi Eye Height Extra Pointy Cactus. Corgi Eye Height. Wow, Buffalo does a great Kermie impression. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Haha, Live Ween. The groove of the pee-pee dance is a slow boa constrictor killer. Gets you by distraction. I'm a bat in a pool. Look at me go. Levy is such a stupid fucking name. I love that stuff. I love it when they trick him because I don't think to this day he really knows what LeVar Burton and Rainbow. I don't think reading Rainbow. I don't think he gets it, Scott. I think that's why he says it. That a fucking kid's book. He has no fucking clue to this day. Let's see. Kunta Kinte was great on reading Rainbow. No, Toby. Toby. Okay. LOL from Psych. Let's see. Despite all the Psych's drool / Psych is still a Psych in a pool. Despite all Psych's drool, Psych is still just a Psych in a pool. I got it now. Sorry, not there. You go. It's thank you for correcting it to Toby. Toby. Is that a punk? Is that a punk song? Is that a fucking kid's book? Boom, roasted Psych, smashing pumpkins. There it is now. Cactus on the way, says Dave Daffler. And yes, I remember that song. Okay, why don't we get on? I got a couple more here. And I wanna do this last one because this is Scott. I want to do this for two reasons, bro. Because maybe like you and I, you're good enough to find me some stuff here for this segment for the celebrity deaths in history. But I was just on my phone and I found one that wasn't in none of our kind of normal sites, bro. Let's see if this got by you too. Look at whose death day it is today. Andy freaking Kaufman. Oh
shit.
Oh, bro, I came by it. I'm like, let's see, birthday. Oh, here's the death date right here in the corner. May 16th, 1984. Now, I know you and I kind of do research for this, for looking for these celebrity deaths, and it wasn't on any of the major lists that I saw. Did you catch this one?
No, I didn't see it.
I didn't. Yeah.
Andy Kaufman was somebody when he was alive, I was too young to understand what he was doing. But now that I got older, right.
Me barely. So yeah, I was a younger kid back in those days. And so I'm going to show you his classic bit that you kind of look at and you go, yeah, you kind of had to figure out is funny. So this guy, I first got to know him watching like kind of the show Taxi, Bobby Nick. You remember that show Taxi? Right?
Yeah.
Where he was like the mechanic and the guy, he goes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I love saying that all the time. Thank you. That would be his answer to everything. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Kind of like Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. He was like thinking about it. So yeah, so that's where I first got exposed to Andy Kaufman, Scott. And then I started picking up, like you said, you're younger. I started picking up that he's kind of he's a comedian and he does other things. And then I saw that he was on like Saturday Night Live one night. And I'm like a night owl. I was like a young Saturday Night Live head. So I definitely like remember, kind of seeing this back in the day. So I'm going to play you a video. But yes, on this day, Andy Kaufman passed away. He not only, he also did the bit for a while where he lived the gags, Bobby Nick, where he wanted to wrestle only women all the time. You remember that bit?
Yeah.
He would be everywhere. Go ahead, Scott.
He had some kind of thing going on with the Honky Tonk Man where he got on a talk show. I remember seeing him get a guitar on him or something.
Not the Honky Tonk Man.
Somebody.
The King.
Yeah.
King Kong Bundy.
No.
King Lawler. Or something
Jerry
like
Lawler.
Yeah, Jerry the King Lawler.
Jerry Lawler and the whole slapping thing and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, King Jerry Lawler. Right. So yeah, of course the lines have always been blurred with wrestling and wow, fucking dog. And they were really blurred. My dog had like just bumped into my tray table and I got a safety cup of water and still managed to spill my water. But at any rate,
oh god damn it.
At least it's not alcohol. What was I saying? I was talking about Andy Kaufman kind of being on stage and doing Saturday Night Live, right? Kind of lost my track. Fucking dog. Okay, so Andy Kaufman he did these bits on Saturday Night Live. Kind of get back on my train of thought here. They just got derailed by my dog. So I'm going to show you this video now. Let's see. Get my bookmarks here. So yeah, I'm saying that I kind of pick up that he was a comedian as well. And then I was saying I was a Saturday Night Live head. So I was definitely up all the time watching this. And so I saw him did this bit. And like you said, Scott, it was hard to figure out if what was a bit and what wasn't a bit. And we were also talking about the King Jerry Lawler, and he would do all this wrestling stuff. And he would go on like Letterman, Carson, all of the major talk shows, and he would say, I'm going to wrestle women. Women suck, and women are this, and women are that. He was very anti-woman, right, Scott? And and I'm like, does he really feel this way? Is he really this like sexist, or is this a comedic gag? Well, I think as I've gotten older, I realized it was pretty much mostly a gag. But when my first thing I saw Andy Kaufman do was kind of this bit on Saturday Night Live. I'm going to play this for you. It's off of Vimeo. Hopefully I won't get popped for playing a double recorded bit. But let's see here. So this is Andy Kaufman in his famous bit from Saturday Night Live. This is like, other than Taxi, this was like his first national exposure, and this is what he chose to do. Watch this. And that's what he chose to do. I mean, the balls you got to have to go out there and go, I'm going to sell this bit where I'm going to stand here for a minute and a half and I'm only going to react to certain parts of the song. I mean, Scott, it took me getting older to really appreciate the comic genius that kind of he was doing.
It's a troll.
Yeah.
It's a troll.
What little bit I remember of him from being younger, I think I didn't get it, so I was taking him kind of serious, and I thought, man, this guy's
I thought he hated women. Really? I thought he was a sexist because, I thought he was doing that because that was a big thing at the time, the Billie Jean King thing and sexuality and all that stuff. I still think he's live. I don't care what anyone says. There you go. That's what she needs to believe. Q-Tip updates packaging design following the 100th birthday. Iconic cotton swab brand Q-Tip is moving into its second century with a fresh and modern look that puts the emphasis on the Q for quality. We'll save that for when I do that segment, Dave. Let's see. Holy shit, Jim Carrey died? No. This was the guy that probably inspired Jim Carrey and probably a lot of comedians. Safe to say, Donkey Long.
Well, Jim Carrey played him in
That's right, in Man on the Moon. And that's the
one prop real quick. He mentioned Q-tips, and I have a Q-tip here, right here.
I got to get a close up on that because you are the prop mother master, Dave Daffler. There might be new Q-tips, but the prop master got the old Q-tips because he represents being the prop master. Thank you. All right, that was awesome. Mighty Mouse was good too. I remember seeing those reruns and all, and that's how I knew the theme. And I'm like, this guy's singing the theme of a cartoon I watched. He's not really singing it. I'm like, what is he doing for like the first 30 seconds or so? And all of a sudden he does, "Here I come to save the day," and people fucking ate it up. People ate it up. Funny shit. Jerry Lawler, Tiffany Washington reminds us that is the wrestler he was involved with. He got bitch slapped lots of times. He got slammed, bitch slapped, all kind of shit. Let's see. Pipe cleaner, piece of wire covered with a tubular fiber used to clean a tobacco pipe for a variety of handicrafts. That's like your shit. Slapped. We know, psych. You got slapped. got bitch slapped. Still don't know if it was a bit. Our friend Syke says that's the I guess that's the brilliance, Syke. That's the brilliance we were left with. So I definitely wanted to feature that here on the celebrity death report today, because that was obviously a very important person that we kind of grew up liking. Him and Jerry Lawler were great at keeping up the kayfabe. Yeah, man, he loved wrestling and everything about wrestling, and he was just right, all a part of that culture. Jerry. My first Fish show was in 1996 at Mid-South Coliseum. Mid-South is a wrestling organization, for those who don't know some of these terms. Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, where all of the Kaufman and Lawler stuff went down. Yes, because Lawler, that was his kingdom down there, quite literally. I was thinking of him while I was there. Dave, it is a pooper scooper. Is a pooper scooper or poop scooper? A pooper scooper is a poop scoop, is a device used to pick up animal feces from public places and yards, particularly those of dogs. Pooper scooper devices are often incomplete sentence. The Hitman, Jim Carrey, is still alive. The record player bit, yes. Hell yeah, says Live Ween.
You mentioned
yes.
pooper scoopers, and I got a doggy bag for picking up dog poop.
Come on.
Why do you have a dog shit bag when you don't even have a dog?
Because it has little pictures of poop on it. And I thought I might be a conversation piece one day.
Holy shit! Once again, proving that he is the prop master. And I love that he was getting Live Wing was giving him prop master love on replayables last night. Brett the Heart Donkey. No, that's not a thing. How do you know if you're done douching? Smell. Repeat until the water looks clear and there is no smell. Try to minimize the number of repetitions. Clean your douche soap with warm and water and hop in a shower. Widow Killer says, fun fact, Jerry the King Lawler and the Honky Tonk Man are cousins.
Yeah, they are.
There you go. That's a more you know from our friend. It's Electra's fault is what we always like to say. Dave says, how do you know if you're a douchebag? Read above. Read the Dave Daffler thing. Let's see. Dave is laughing at Electra. He like that. Dude, Kaufman with that roll of toilet paper in that arena talking about how no one wipes them in Memphis is the funniest shit you will ever see. None of you people know how to use a white toilet paper. Oh my God. Do you know what this is? The prop master. You're getting love from Electra for your prop masterness.
Or the poop master.
No filters fault again. The poop master. Poop master. Known some days that probably is the truth. Props to Scott. Oh, I get it. Props to Scott. Get it. Props to Scott. Keep talking about how he is civilized. He is civilized from Hollywood. His writing and execution are unreal, says Live Ween. There's my link tree going up. Tiffany Washington from Donkey Kong. I was using talk to text. I said Kaufman versus the King versus the Hitman would probably be two funniest wrestling feuds I knew of. All TTT picked up, whatever. Wicked Tuna, Deadliest Catch were two of my favorites. I was a big Deadliest Catch person. I tried to get into Wicked Tuna, saw a couple episodes, but I watched like up until like the last couple 3 seasons. I love Deadliest Catch. Did you ever get into that show, Scott?
Yeah, I watched Deadliest Catch, same as you, up to the last 5 seasons or whatever. I didn't see it.
It was rough when Captain Phil died too, and Phil and the boys. I was in. Yeah, they had me hook, line, and sinker, and all the Norwegian guys and all that stuff. Yeah, I was down with all that shit. Yeah, they were my go-to shows back in the day. Hell's Kitchen. So that's a community and it's a television show. I'm have to go back and watch some of that stuff, says Donkey. The Poop Master General, not the Prop Master, but the Poop Master General. Dave Daffler says, Electra, don't you know the difference between your and your? It's been in the news. Yeah, your or you are. That's you are is possessive, I guess, or something like that. Yep, and it made me sad. Well, there you go. Well, guys, we're all caught up with the comments for today. Once again, thank you. I never know what's going to happen on BF Live, but I love showing up and seeing what happens, and you guys make it happen for me every day. So thanks, Dave Sarra, for jumping in. Thanks, Scott Fitzpatrick, for all those kind of cool links and all for that we did for Celebrity Death Report. I hope you guys come back here every day. Dave Sarra was awesome catching up with you. Please go ahead and subscribe to his page. Help him get monetized at Dave Sarra right here on YouTube. Same as it's written, Dave Sarra. Let's see. Psych is laughing. And it's always time to end the show when you see this message. So let's do a couple of little plugs. Scott, where are you going to be tonight, buddy? I'll let you go first this time.
Tonight it'll be no filter, and I think we'll see if Andrew got his computer. If he's on his new computer, he said we might be on it tonight.
Noise. Cool. That's right, guys.
Yeah.
Today is the actual 16th, and we actually have a scheduled kind of a Geek Squad thing there, right?
Yeah, but
Well, I guess what's actually happening is his grandma's taking it down to Best Buy.
Get it like all set up properly, because I don't
Yeah.
know if it's a laptop or if he needs a tower. I don't know what the needs
Yeah,
are.
it's a laptop.
Yeah, but that would make the most sense, I guess, for him and all. All right. Well, that's good. So maybe he'll be on his iPad. Maybe he'll be on his new laptop. You won't know unless you tune in tonight at 7 o'clock East for No Filter with Andrew and Friends on the exact same channel, No Filter with Andrew and Friends. And please, if you can, while you're out there, Andrew has another channel called Andrew the Giant 96. Andrew the Giant 96. Mr. Roberto Nicholas, where will you be tonight, sir, and elsewhere?
Yeah, I do a little music show on Rumble.
It's
It's called In the Lounge. That's right. You got it, Bobby friend.
I had to get you
yeah,
that.
I'm bringing back the good old MTV.
And sexy.
That's right, that too.
sexy.
So yeah, go to rumble.com /the Bobby Nick Show and give me a follow. And No Filter with Andrew and Friends tonight. We'll be celebrating Wendy Pack's birthday, so that should be a good one at 7 p.m. Eastern. And also check me out on the Cut of the Jib on YouTube. We do the Lunatic Lounge there Mondays and Fridays. Also the Mr. A Show on Wednesdays, and Movies with 2K on Sundays. So there's a lot.
There you
There's
go.
a lot.
That's our friend Bobby Nick. Bro, well, you're gonna have to get like I started getting a list like our friend Perry Caravello has, where he just sits there and Scott just bowed out. Tom just fills the screen and all. I appreciate you, Scott. He's like, yes, we gotta get out of here, BF. Yeah, I appreciate you, Scott, hanging in. But yeah, your credits are almost getting as long as our friend Perry Caravello, where he fills the entire screen. So please go ahead and check out all of our friends out here. You know that there's always one of our friends out here doing something or having some fun based on all of their personal likes and y'all. So thanks everybody. Space Nerd, Dave Daffler, Buckshot Kid, Psych, Donkey Kongington, who I stopped the show and remembered you yesterday. I saw you like that. My friend Jerry Lahane, Mandy D, Live Ween, the lovely DJ Electrify, Widow Killer checking in, Tiffany Washington. I'm going down the scroll, making sure I get everybody. Psych again, Dave Daffler, the lovely Dina Marie, everybody. And then Chunk. Thank you, Chunk Squad. Chunk was away for a minute. Thank you, Chunk, for coming back. And thanks for everybody that tells me that what we're doing here makes a difference in your life. That's all the motivation I need. I appreciate and love all you guys. So check out Bobby Nick Havens later on in the lounge. Check out Bobby Nick Havens later on No Filter with Andrew and Friends. And come back here tomorrow at 12 o'clock East, because we're going to finish out the week on a bang. I'm going to try to give you that next part of the Bob Levy stuff and all the fun stuff we do here on BF Live. So for my friend Scott Fitzpatrick, who already dipped out, understandably, because we're already into the ish. It's 3:30 here on the East Coast of the United States. For Bobby Nick Havens, I want to thank my guest Dave Sarra for joining us today. Once again, at Dave Sarra on YouTube. Peace and love, and we will see you the next time I see you right here on BF Live. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Until next time, because we are out of here. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next time we see you.